What's the one when they're sweaty with
Time to Kill.
Yes.
Time to Kill, exactly. Yeah.
That's so great that you fucking called it from immediately me saying they're sweaty. They're so sweaty. Dude, they are so sweaty. Such a good movie, bro.
Loud, aggressive, and straight out of the Attitude Era, Stacker2 is the OG in the energy and supplement space. Stacker2 Chew Gummies pack a punch. Small package with big energy. That's what they say about me. Or maybe they say the opposite. Stacker2 Chew Gummies and energy shots are designed to give you maximum energy while still tasting amazing. We are here on Survivor Week. I'm going to need to load up on these gummies because I'm telling you, your boy is not going to last much longer. Stacker2 Chew Energy Gummies are bite-sized with a delicious energy packed with B12 vitamins that help you take whatever comes your way. So bite back with the stack and go buy Stacker2 Chew Energy Gummies and B12 energy shots at Dollar General, where you can find all your favorite Stacker2 products, or go to stacker2.com. It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. It's the first ever mid-Survivor edition.
Yes, sir.
Of KFC Radio. No spoilers here, so you can watch and listen casually. But we are recording this as we are in the building for Surviving Barstool. I think this will probably Surviving Barstool. I think, for the most part, as a series, will probably be the most watched thing. You know, there's one-off videos. Donnie's video that had like 100 million views. Yeah. Caleb goes viral here and there. But as far as like Barstool doing something, I think this might end up being our most viewed thing ever. And I rolled into this the ugliest I've ever been. The absolute ugliest I've ever been. I waited to the last second, first off, to try to get a haircut. And I was supposed to get a haircut on Friday.
Did you get it?
No. I was supposed to get a haircut on Friday. I had a doctor appointment Friday morning, and then a haircut at 11:30. It's like, perfect. And then, I'm done for the weekend, and I will just like chill for the weekend leading up into Surviving Barstool. The doctor office fucks me so hard. First of all, as I was driving to the doctor's office, was that parking incident, which I'm still thinking about to this day. I don't know if you saw my video.
No.
I'm parking in Manhattan, and I find a glorious parking spot pretty close to this doctor's office. And there's a guy standing there looking at his phone in the spot. And I thought he was like, I don't know, looking at GPS, just like absent-minded. So I pop out of my car and I go like, hey, I'm going to park. And he goes, yeah. And I was like, cool. And then I start to back up, and he's kind of putting his hands up like that. And I'm thinking he's like trying to direct me. And it's parallel parking, but it's a big spot. I'm like, I know how to parallel park. Yeah. So I'm like, I got this. And he's like, no, I'm parking here. And I was like, no, I'm parking here. You're standing there with a cell phone. I'm in a car actively parking. But I was like going to be late for this appointment. And
you didn't run him over?
And well, so here's the thing. You've either got to kill that guy, or you walk away and your car gets demolished.
Yes, that is what you would believe.
I
think most people push comes to it wouldn't do that, but yes, that is.
I feel like that's at least like a slash tire or a brick through a window.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But so I
side windows though, insurance.
True.
Anything but the windshield, back windshield.
In the moment, I had a moment of maturity. I said like, okay, fine. And I got no more than like 20 feet and then 100 feet, and then I turn, and I was like, what's wrong with you? I made the video. I said, I'll never stop thinking about this for the rest of my life. I will think about the time that a man stood in a parking spot and told the person with the car backing into it, I'm parking here. Even if he said, I'm holding this spot, he's like, I'm parking here. I'm like, no, I'm not. Actively parking. You are just standing, sir. You are not. I am parking. You are standing.
That doesn't happen in New York.
Boston, it's a big thing with the chairs and the cones and all that.
Yeah, that.
I've seen.
It was snow too.
Yes, this was just like I'm waiting. I guess I'm waiting for someone to come around the block or something. I'm just going to stand here until they get there.
I've definitely been a part of something like that before.
Have you? I don't think I would have. I've saved seats at church. Like I've thrown. I'll get to Easter Mass or Christmas Mass, and I'll throw like 7 jackets in either direction. And I'm just like, I'm taking shrapnel for the family. I'm like, nope, I'm sitting there. And they're at the end of the pew. I'm like, that's my seat, And that's probably because I hate the Catholic Church. So I'm like, fuck this place. But so church is the one place I'll do that. If you said to me like, yo, bro, stand here, I think I would stand there until somebody came. And I'd be like, yeah, I'll hold your spot. And then when somebody came, I'd be like, sorry, bro.
I feel like I kind of did it once with like maybe a U-Haul or something like that. I don't really remember, so maybe it didn't actually happen.
Because like you're never gonna get a spot that fits a truck,
right?
So maybe you would be like, I gotta hold this. We're moving day. All that makes sense. But
one of the nicest thing my parking situation that I'll never forget about. This might be like my earliest memory. I was going to a Bruins game with my dad. I have no idea how young I was. I was very, very, very young. Torrential downpour rain. And we're looking for a spot. Someone beats us. Someone, like, not beats us, but they're just in front of us. It's a one-way street. They're first. It's their parking spot.
Yeah.
So we're waiting while they parallel park. It's like off Causeway. Like, I forget what street, but I don't know, whatever street the Greatest Bar is on, something like that. And as we're pulling away, the guy starts chasing us down, going, hey, wait. My dad stops. The guy's like, I didn't realize you were a little kid in the car. Wrap around. You can have this spot.
Wow.
And my dad talks about that guy to this day.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I respect that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And like, I actually live my life every day waiting to do something similar.
That's cool.
Where I can like see like a dad and his kid
pay it
like,
forward.
Be like, here, you can have you can have this. My bad.
Love that.
Love
that. That's like I was trying to be mature like that, but I didn't. That should have been a time where I fucking said, screw it. You know what I mean? That's the right time to be the mature guy.
Yeah.
There's a time and a place for that.
I like it's this guy's like a member of our family.
Yeah, that's what was a Cardozo?
In that moment, my dad even if my dad never brought it up again, I'd remember that guy because my dad was like, "What a guy,
what a man!"
Guy. He's like, "What a guy! That's a great guy."
Yeah, really,
that's
it really is.
Guy.
It really is. When you got kids like that too, and you're like, it all sucks. So then I don't get my spot. I get to the doctor's office, and now I'm on a schedule. The doctor's office goes, we didn't put you in our system. And I was like, what? And they're like, your doctor called and set this up, but we didn't put it in our system, so now you don't have, like, a reservation, a time slot anymore. And I was like, well, what the fuck does that mean?
What's the appointment for?
I just
that's Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Well, then why'd you take the reservation?
Hold the appointment. So I'm, like, pissed off, but I'm like, okay. And I ask one question. I just go, would it be easier for me to come back later? Because I could go to my haircut first.
Yeah.
The doctor, who looks like, I don't know, a big fat guy with gray beard and glasses. I'm trying to think. There's somebody in Paco. He comes out. He's got suspenders on. I'm like, this guy's. I'm like, I'm in the base. It was one of those basement doctors.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a fake doctor.
I know the type.
Yeah. I was like, you're not even a real doctor. And I just go, would it be easier if I come back later? And he goes, you'll be seen. I'm doing you a favor, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay. Like, I was just asking one question. He goes, if you come back later, there will be 12 more people waiting here. People have waited 6 months for these appointments. And I was just like, you don't need to be fucking rude about it. So now we're going at it. And he's like, I wasn't rude about it. I was like, no, you weren't. I asked one fucking question. So we're like jawing at each other. The appointment, they try to cycle me in. Anyway, long story short, the appointment takes fucking forever. Can't get my hair cut. All of this is just it's like a ball of rage building up in me. So my eyeball continues to fucking...
It's better today.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting... you can still touch, like, the fucking swelling of the sty. But I started to get a sty in the middle of last week, and those things, when you just got to ride them out. So So my hair is fucking, like, terrible. I've got Quasimodo eye. And then the icing on the cake over the weekend, I'm playing with Keegan, and I'm playing Pop Darts. Have you ever played Pop Darts?
No.
It's like the game where it's like these, you take these little rubber things. They almost look like barbells, like circle, bar, circle. They're flat, though. They have suction cups on each end. And you throw them, and you got to get it to try to stick. You play like bocce with them.
Okay.
But they stick. And yeah, it's very cool. I actually brought them here. We should play. And just fucking around, I went and I popped one on my head and the other end on Keegan's head, and we like played tug of war, but it just went. And I just gave myself a full fucking hickey in the middle of my forehead. One suction cup pop, and all of a sudden, when it first, like it's, I think it might be almost gone now. It's probably still a little bit there, but when it first happened, it was like a full quarter silver dollar size like bruise. So I had the Quasimodo eye. Everyone thought I had pink eye. The fucking this and the hair was a mess, and it's like we're probably gonna have like 250,000 concurrent viewers on every episode. So I dubbed it Ugly Week 2023 rolling into Survivor. Hopefully I last long enough to not be ugly by the end of it, but god fucking damn it. Cannot be worse. And then the icing on the cake, I have my kids this weekend, and usually I would like hang out with them all day Sunday. They've got Columbus Day off. I would have kicked it with them the whole time.
It's Columbus Day?
Yep, Indigenous People Day. Yep. And so I
don't know how to react to that.
Yeah, I'm like, is that a good thing? Like, when they say Indigenous people, we're like celebrating them, or we're thinking about the time that we kicked them out.
I would imagine. I would strongly imagine it is a celebration of the Indigenous people.
Right, definitely. But I'm saying Columbus
wasn't so kind to him.
Right. So you would think you wouldn't change that holiday. You would give them a different day.
Yeah.
It's like, this is the day that we used to celebrate the guy who started the massacre. And then we're just like, no, we're celebrating them. So anyway, I tell the kids, I'm like, I'm sorry, I got to bring you back to your mom early. And I explained to them, I'm like, I'm doing this game show. And because they've come to the office a couple times and fucked around. Like, Daddy's got to go like live in the office for like a slumber party, like overnight. I'm going to stay there for a couple days, hopefully. Shay starts crying. And I'm like laughing, but trying to. She's like, she cries about like everything. Like she'll watch the same movie 25 times in a row, and when the sad part comes, she cries and like, buries her head in my chest. And so I'm like, baby, like, I'll see. I might be back in like a day. Like worst case scenario is like 4 days. And she was like, okay. And she's like, I want that. I want you to win. But I kind of want you to lose so you can come home. It's like, so as I'm like dropping them off, I'm ugly and my kids are crying. And I was like, fuck. I'm thinking about the guy who stole my parking spot. I could not have rolled in more of a like psychological mess to start out a, psychological torture chamber. It was fucking unbelievable. So yeah, I mean that was, I guess, I can't talk about too much, but there's been fun parts of it so far of like, just, it is kind of like a big sleepover.
Yeah.
It's like an adult sleepover.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. It's all been fun.
I know what you're thinking about.
What am I thinking?
What are you thinking about our movie night here?
What is wrong with you?
Bro, I know I was being judged.
Bro, you're a psychopath.
Why?
What is wrong with you?
What do you mean?
I'm going to dub you the worst person in history to watch a movie with.
Because I wanted the lights out?
Dude, it was crazy.
Yeah, yes. And it's not my fucking fault. It's whoever decided to rig up the most complicated electrical system in the world. If you can't tell, these are fucking spotlights.
Dude, they're just...
Watching a movie in this light is insane, and I would rather not watch a movie at all, so I will fucking... You're the worst to watch a movie with, because you were just going to sit here and watch with that.
I'm an adult. I at one point...
No, that's crazy.
At one point, like so our very first night here, before anyone left or anything like that, me, Kevin, and Kirk watched a movie. And Kevin moved around or texted throughout the entire movie. And then the first hour of the movie was moving around and fidgeting and stuff like that, and kept leaving and coming back, and he's like looking for stuff. And at one point, Kirk looks at me and goes, "This is Henry Hill?" And I was like, I don't know what the hell's wrong with him. And I was like, I feel like we should tell him, like, we're not the kids. We can just sit and watch a movie.
No, bro.
Like,
no. Oh my God.
Kirk and I, because you left so many times, Kirk was like, I want to be there when we talk about this. So I'm going to call Kirk real quick and see if he's around. It was one of the most outrageous watching performances I've ever seen in my life.
So in the studio, there's light switches that just do nothing. So I'm hitting the light switches, and they just turn on and off different sets of lights. So then I text these guys, and they're like, oh, you need an iPad to control the lights. So then I get up to look for the iPad. Eventually, we're like, we think we found the iPad, but it's dead. So we're like, we'll start the movie, and I'll charge it. And
No. You started the movie before ever turning any of the lights off, which was a crazy move, too. Usually it's like, all right, everybody ready? Let's hit play. It was like, you just like turned around, the movie had started. Then you sat down, you're like, oh, the lights are on. So you got up, turned off those lights. Then you came back down, you're like, these lights are on. And you just started looking. I was like, what is that? We didn't start watching that movie. It's an hour and a half movie. We didn't start watching that movie until 55 minutes into it. and then you just sat down, and you're like, all right, time to text. And it was like, you want to watch the movie?
I was texting them to figure out how to use I want you to look at that iPad. Have you seen that?
No.
I texted Nick. I texted Pabs. They were telling me to text people in the control room.
See that? I'd be like, let's just watch the movie.
I can't. No, I'm not doing that. I mean, it was more. It was what? I didn't text Jack.
I tried before, and when you texted me, I was like, he's fucked.
He's fucked. And Nick was saying, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And so I'm, first of all, it's fuck Apple and their goddamn chargers constantly changing. We have USB to USB, USB to USB, USB to USB. I needed some fucking combination that we didn't have here. So I'm going through every fucking thing. And what would happen is I would go and I would like try to plug it in and be like, fuck, this is the wrong one. And I would sit down and be like, I'm just gonna watch the movie. And these fucking spotlights, I hate doing the show. I can't even I hate this. So then I get...
In a perfect world, I'd have the lights off. But once the lights were even more difficult than flip a switch, I go, we'll watch it with the lights on.
No, because, I was also thinking about, like, just the rest of the night, which ended up not being that much longer. But I was like, I don't want to fucking sit under these lights in here. I wanted to hang out in here. So then I go out and find the fucking, the right charger, right? I come in and I plug it in. I don't know. Usually you have a dead Apple device, you plug a charger in, like, a couple minutes goes by and it pops on. It took like probably a solid 20 minutes. So I get up a couple times to go. That's why I kept getting up. It was dead.
I knew what you were doing.
Right. So I get up. It's dead. I sit down. I get up. It's dead. Sit down. I finally then it turns on and I'm like, okay, I can now just like, I don't know. There's gonna be light switches on the iPad. Nope. It's some fucking system called like Lightitition, and I have to open that up. And then that is like launching nuclear codes. It's like you got to slide this bar down and slide that bar down. That's not doing anything. Nick's like, oh, well, you got to change to the other Wi-Fi. Why would that be the case? Why does it have to be a specific Wi-Fi for the thing to work? It was connected to a Wi-Fi. And he's like, but it's got to be the other Wi-Fi. So all of those times I was like, I would be like, all right, fine, fuck it. And then I sit there, the spotlights are searing through my eyeballs.
I was well aware you were on a mission the whole time. I knew what was happening. I was just like, we could just watch it, though.
No. I'm already sitting upright. I don't even like doing that. Just sitting like this in the light watching a movie is crazy.
It's not the way I'd choose to do it in a perfect world.
I was doing it for you, fuck.
But if I would have preferred if you were just like, let's just watch the movie.
Yeah, had I known that,
I think there's something we need to work on with you, and I think it's just enjoying things. And I
was trying to enjoy it.
But this is you were trying too hard to enjoy. You just gotta let it wash over.
I could probably put up with like other shit. I cannot sit in this light, like bright white fluorescent light at the end of the night. No fucking shot, dude.
It was, but also it made me realize how much your experience changed. And we talk about it like when I went to like visit like prep schools, and I was like, it's raining here. I'm not gonna come here. Yeah. And like that kind of shit, like how much it does. Because like I was watching a movie I know I love. I've seen twice in theaters. I loved that movie. And then like the last night I was like, this movie kind of sucks. And, like your environment greatly affects how you enjoy things, which I knew beforehand. But last night, where I was like, again, I was like, I know this movie's amazing, and I laugh out loud the entire time. And last night I was just sitting there like,
I agree.
Dude,
The fucking environment matters.
The lights. It was the maniac walking around the room.
It was the lights for me. If the lights were out and you were walking back and forth, I wouldn't have cared. I could watch a movie that way way better.
No,
than
lights
sitting
out,
in the
lights out. Someone walking around too. You just gotta. This is your texting too. You gotta just enjoy things. We're having a little like let's enjoy.
Well, I'm also playing the game too, so yeah.
Oh, you were texting.
Oh, yeah. I'm not here. I also walked the halls for like 3 fucking straight hours looking for the idol, and you could make the argument the thing I hate the most in life is looking for things. And once you have kids and they just lose everything every second. It's like, here's your Switch. You turn around. They're like, where's my... It's incomprehensible how much my kids lose shit. And I'm just constantly like, it's in the car. Oh, you left it at mom's house. Let's Uber this over here. So I hate looking for things. So I would be like, all right, I'm going to go find the idol. And after like every 5 minutes, I was like, I'm giving up. I don't care anymore. And I would go to sit down or go chill. And then I was like, I mean, we're here for, maybe maximum of like 4 days. Like,
Yeah.
Let me go fucking try, And so I just kept on fucking looking, walking. I was walking. So that's, same sort of thing with this is like people wanted to watch football. I was like, I'd rather play the fucking game. You know what I mean?
I liked watching football too. I liked watching football too because I know you're gonna disagree with this but I know it's because I have Super Bowls. It's kind of funny when your team just stinks.
So annoying. And you know what? But you know what? I'm fine letting him have this like transition because like next year it's not gonna be fun.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure
And the year
there
after
will
that,
become
like,
there will reach
suck dick.
There will absolutely reach tipping
Yeah.
point, but like.
But you know what else? What bothers me the most?
Because we've been so like the last few years where it's like I think they've been 7-9, 10-6, whatever the fuck the records are,
But it's always felt like they'd had like a 7-game winning streak. Or
Yeah,
like something in the middle where it's like, oh, they're bad.
This is like
no, they stink.
Right. There's
They
always
stink out
been
loud.
hope, but there's always been the knowledge that you're not great, but there's always been a hope like maybe we'll be a playoff team. They're garbage, and it's kind of funny.
I do love like
It doesn't matter because Matt Patras is on the Bruins.
Yeah, you got your Bruins to fall back on. But I love Patriots Nation, and probably for good reason. We're like, if Bill Belichick drafts a guy, like he's good, and there's like, no, Mac's good. It's like, no, he's not. And you're starting to really see, like, I think the Brady Belichick question is really going to start to get answered. But what drives me the most nuts is you won't ever feel the pain because you've had too much success, and at your age, it's not. If the Belichick Brady era ran from like age 0 to 22, and then your 20s, your team sucked.
Yeah,
that would hurt because
Yeah,
you're still
yeah.
a crazy fan.
Right.
You're living with your buddies. You're just a football fanatic. Football, beer, wings, all that shit. The Patriots are going to get bad at a time in life where you're like, I would have liked to watch the Patriots win today, but
hang on 1 second. Kirk. Hey, are you around?
Yeah, what's up?
You want to come to the KFC Radio studio?
Oh yeah, give me like 2 minutes. Let me use the bathroom.
Okay.
It's almost like same thing with music. Kind of is like rap. Like rap's my favorite music right now, and like it's not good. But it's also at a time in my life I'm not at house parties. I'm not dancing. Yeah. I'm happy that rap was awesome when I was partying and basement parties, and and now that it's not good, it's like whatever. That I think that's going to be like sports basically for you. It's like as you get older, you'll be like, well, when I was young, when I was drinking, when I was partying, when I was a little bit of an adult, I had all that success. If like my 40s and 50s aren't great, like whatever.
Yeah, but
so
also
you'll never feel the
you
real
probably
pain.
can get to an age too, like on the other side where it's like. It's your escape, so to speak.
Yeah, that's true.
But
too.
also, like with our job, it almost like
that'll never be
things where it's like it's just work.
I mean, there are definitely times when like the Mets being out of it crushes me, but then I was like, it's a relief. Now I don't have to like. So almost like with our job,
it is just objectively funny. We're like, this. It's how I felt watching bad teams But we
forever.
weren't the bad
Yeah.
teams. Like, this is funny. These guys fucking stink.
I mean, they're bad.
Yeah. They
Getting
stink.
shut out is nuts.
Is Belichick's 2 biggest losses of his career back to back?
Yeah, that. Do
What are
you
you gonna
think? You
do?
think he's gonna do this like much longer?
Bro, I don't know. There's a chance. What if we get fucking Duke May or whatever his name is, the North Carolina kid?
Maybe, but I'm just saying like
What's his name? Drake May.
yeah. I want you guys to feel that, but so I do hope. If I'm speaking, if there's any younger listener out there who, like I described, Brady and Belichick.
What if we get Caleb Williams? What if Chicago wins a few games? We have first overall pick.
I don't even know. I mean, as we see, like it doesn't really work. Like, you know, I mean, I guess he looks really good, but you gotta have like a generational guy, or you.
That's
gotta
what
get
they
lucky.
say. They say he's the most
But
NFL
you know,
ready.
I think that we get that too much now too. It's like it used to be like Peyton Manning.
I heard the ones I remember the clearest were Peyton, Luck, Caleb. Man,
Trevor
they
Lawrence.
say Caleb's the most NFL ready since Luck.
Better
I'm
than
sure-
Trevor Lawrence. Oh, NFL ready.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is up there though, but I don't know. I think he was called like NFL ready. I wasn't paying as close attention then because my team wasn't in it. But I don't know if they were like he's the next one since Luck. But I feel like they're saying that about Caleb Williams.
So Brady and Belichick had a 20-year run together.
20, yeah. I mean, yeah. I think it was exactly 20.
So I hope that there was like a 3-year-old out there, and his whole life has been that, and now he's like 26, right? Like it's been a few years.
Then he'd be
And
an
I
annoying
hope his-
27 rings guy.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly it. Yes, the Yankees, you know, the Patriots are entering their Yankees era, and I hope that if you're one of those people listening, I hope that the next decade is horrible for you.
I don't know. I obviously am not as connected to the fan base living here. But like people I follow, so I don't listen to like sports talk or anything like that. But the people I follow like the Pats fans I follow and Pats Twitter I'm connected to. It doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. Like
That they're-
27 ring stuff. I don't know, but like it felt like
I feel like
I
it.
felt like there was a few years of being like it's Belichick, he'll figure it out. I think this is kind of a tipping point of sorts where people are like, yeah, I don't know, they're just not good.
I mean, man, we don't. It's not a sports podcast, but if like it's just bad from here on out, is it like Belichick? You know, obviously Brady was the guy then, and is it also Belichick's like he's a good coach, but he's not like.
I don't know. I don't think anyone will ever say like he's a bad coach. Like, yeah, I think
No, not a bad coach, but it's like, you know, if had you given it lends more like if it was Andy Reid, it probably would have been the same thing.
yeah.
And I think it used to be like it won't be the same. Like he's still like a big reason why, and it's like, but if he gave him other coaches, I'm pretty confident now he would have.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
One
the
the
same
same.
thing. Like people, it's the exact opposite. Where people, as recently as probably 2019, were like, if you gave Belichick Rodgers, he wins 7.
Right. KFC Radio is brought to you by BodyArmor. I've probably had 800 bottles of BodyArmor.
At least
I
I'm
probably
peeing all the time.
John was in danger of just peeing his pants like in the middle of Survivor. I was thinking
I'm a
thinking
pee guy.
to
What am I
myself.
gonna do? I'm a pee guy.
I was actually thinking like, are we gonna need to spin this? Is it gonna be received as funny? Is it gonna be received as gross? Like I was like, Dave's gonna hate this.
Yeah.
But like Will's gonna love this. You know, like some guys. That's because we are just staying hydrated. Not only the BodyArmor water, but we're also drinking the sports drinks with flavors like strawberry banana, blue raspberry, orange mango is my personal favorite. Because you know we're basically in the top 1%. You know,
For
with
sure.
guys like Christian McCaffrey, Joe Burrow. The fact that that Christian
People see
McCaffrey
me
and
and
Ronald
Acuna on the
Acuna-
street, and they're like, I can't tell the difference.
both those guys must drink BodyArmor. So go get yours right now. BodyArmor is available in stores nationwide, but you can also head over to the BodyArmor store in Amazon. I recommend that. I just get cases of, I think, 12 just consistently shipped to my house. So go to bodyarmor.com or BodyArmor on Amazon. You're welcome, Kirk. You're welcome for the fucking heroic performance I put on to get the lights out here.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Wow. It's so weird watching you just sit, first of all, awake, which is great. And secondly, sitting on the couch. We watched Bottoms last night. Somebody told me it's your 10th time watching it, Feitelberg.
It's my third. Yeah.
Okay. I can't even, like, the movie ended and we walked out and Feitelberg, he's like, you have to come on them. I was like, this fucking guy is crazy. I was like, how many movies? You haven't watched a lot of movies together? The two of you?
No,
I
that was not.
You were manic, though. You were checking your phone. You were, like, running. You went outside, like, 6 times. You fell asleep.
The falling asleep I do every night.
Yeah,
that's going to happen every time.
I will say, I like the movie. But when I saw it was an hour and 30 minutes, I was like, thank God. If it was like 2, I wouldn't have been able to stay awake. No chance.
I was lights out. I'm always lights out these days. I'm the old man in like,
I'm
I'll be sleeping
that.
at Thanksgiving. I can't tolerate this. I can't. He just got finished saying the environment matters because I ruined the environment, but this ruined my environment, so it's the same fucking thing.
It's not great.
I mean,
it's not great, but I can watch a movie like this.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
I
would, if everything's equal, I'd rather have the lights off.
In a perfect world, lights are off.
Yeah.
But I think you're weird that, like, I think you probably would not even notice those are on. You're so weird that, like, I can put you in any scenario and you'll just be like, I don't know.
But you were on your phone. Like, you don't even know, you have no memory of that movie. You had no.
No.
It was just
No.
I was all excited. It was movie night.
Yeah.
See, but
I was excited about this.
I still enjoyed that night. I don't need to enjoy that movie. Like, I like just kind of like.
I don't think we talked at all, though.
Yeah, but
what'd you enjoy about it?
I don't know. I just like I like the idea of, like, I do this at home. It's like every night I'm like, I can't wait to go home and watch TV, and I fall asleep. It's like, but I still enjoyed, like, getting on the couch.
You're not old enough. Like, I'm old enough. You're not old. You even do, like, your head goes back when you go to sleep.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like you've not earned that level. I
mean, I'm 38 going on like 68.
Yeah, but you're not 50. Like, I'm almost 50. Like,
what I just said, I'm 38 going on 68. So
I guess,
it's like I am.
Yeah.
I maybe I didn't earn that, but that is, I literally feel like that. So that is like, that's what's going on. Is
When
that
does
my
this air?
body and my
Tomorrow.
No, fuck. Well, okay. We can't even talk about anything.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's very. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
It's just that.
Oh yeah, it's been fun.
I think, like I could put on a movie and, like, music could be playing and you'd be like, whatever, like you're just the most
No, I'm the exact opposite. I get very I would like.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Like if you, me being on my phone bothers you that much,
It does a little bit. It feels
that's
like, you know what?
insane to me.
Because I think I like movies, and I think I like the it feels like
You can't say that and then be mad at me for trying to get the spotlights
but that
off.
had nothing to do with it. You
That's
just don't like
not
the lights. You just want to go to sleep. You didn't care about the lights for the movie. You said you didn't care about the movie.
Yes, but I don't want to sit at the end of the
feels
night
like
when it's time to chill and have movie night. I don't want to have
better
fucking
than the
spotlights on.
movie night.
Yeah, it's like if you don't want to watch
Feels
the
like you
movie,
think
then
you're
let's
better
not
than
watch
the
the movie.
Yeah.
But like and it's not just you. If it's I'm with anybody, it's like, well, if you didn't want to watch it, we can watch something else.
Feitelberg watched the movie the whole time. I was saying this at dinner tonight, the PFT, I think. The whole time he laughed a few times, but the whole time I was like so happy. He had the biggest smile on his face, just like the whole time. You're like,
because I was trying to.
You were overselling it.
I was trying to push my vibes into the room.
My vibe was fine.
It was you were squirming a little bit because like not.
When you said at the beginning of the movie, you were worried about showing me a comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You were nervous about the whole thing.
What was I gonna do?
I said if you hated it, you'd be like, nice movie, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, you're not the best person to. It's like giving Dave a gambling pick. He's not gonna go. Well, you got it wrong. No big deal.
movie was
You're gonna
bought.
go, I just wasted a fucking hour and a half of my life. You fucking idiot.
So I knew I was coming in a hole because I had to have Kirk like it, and then Kevin, the vibe killer, was just assaulted in the room.
It was a terrible thing.
So I was like,
you don't know what I went through. The hell I went through.
I watched it. You walk over one point. How's this fucking thing not charged yet? You just walk back over here. I was like, Kevin, just watch the fucking movie. It's an hour and a half.
I can't.
I will say this.
I was
light's
thinking
not
about
great.
the rest of the fucking night. I was like, I'm not gonna spend the rest of our night under
But
the
we went to bed
spotlights.
right after.
I know, and that I mean, listen.
Did you go to bed right after?
Basically, I think
Pretty much,
Kevin
yeah.
sat
Yeah,
me
I
like
did
5
too.
minutes after. I was like, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Jesus. But yeah, I mean, I wish. What can we say?
I was talking about, like, coming in, like my build up to the day.
Okay. Yeah.
You came in on Saturday night, right?
Friday? No, Saturday. Sorry, it's Sunday.
Saturday, and
It's
so
Monday, right?
You just
Well,
wanted to be here.
I got football.
They
I gotta get
told
back
you
and
to
watch
be
this.
here.
I get the lines on the second half. I got a teaser and a parlay.
Dude, it was very funny. We were having dinner. I don't think you were there yet. We kind of mixed. It was like mixed company, and and PFT said, "Who you guys betting on tonight?" And Nate started laughing, and PFT was like, what's that about, Nate? And he's like, I thought that was a joke. And he's like, I asked you like who you're betting on in the football game is a joke, and he's like, well, in, different parts of Barstool, it's a different world,
It's
Will Compton like was out on Saturday night, flew in the morning.
6 a.m. He got there, right?
Yeah, so people were
flew in at
talking
6.
like, Will might not make it on time. There was whispers about him getting replaced.
Yeah.
And I knew you had come up like a night early to just sit there to be in,
That's what
something
I was
happens.
told. They said to get here
Yeah,
on Saturday, so I was like, all right, I'll get here on Saturday.
Yeah.
I took the Amtrak, which the older I get, like I think it's just motion sickness with me is everything. Like I was getting sick
Wobbling.
on the fucking.
You do Acela or you do regional?
Acela.
Oh, okay.
I was getting
Regional I
sick of-
can't take. Regional get most
Same.
sick.
Is that from
Yeah.
this? Or
Oh, no,
like
I'm sorry. I
this?
took the regional. I didn't take this out. I took the
Regional get
yeah,
regional I can't
Like,
take.
it's like
You get sick?
swaying.
Yeah, the regional
The
sucks.
sway.
Yeah, I can't do the regional.
Yeah.
I have to do an Acela.
Yeah, and I was like, I was like, I'm gonna throw up on this.
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
thing.
I
My
can't
first
get
ticket, I
up,
was
I can't,
backwards.
like,
I was like,
walk.
I'm not. I am not.
Because
doing it.
that's like a Metro North train almost, right? Like,
No,
like
it's
you'll like
I think it's almost
stumble kinda?
bumpier.
it's pretty bumpy. The cars themselves are rather nice. They're very comparable to an Acela inside it, but
no, but I'm saying like when I try to walk from car to car in Metro North, there'll be like a boom,
Oh yeah.
Do you like
for
the?
sure?
Did you see the movie 1917?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you like it?
I loved
you
it.
probably haven't. You probably watched it, but the light.
That was a great movie.
You know the end when he sprints through everything to finally.
Yeah.
get it?
Yes.
That was me trying to get the Coke at the Acela. Like, there's like that one little diamond
Yeah.
thing, and people were like falling down. And I was like pushing them out of the way. Like I jumped over one thing. I was like, I just want a bag of pretzels but I was like, I'm gonna fucking throw up on this thing.
Yeah, the regional, even everything about it, it's so weird because it's the same route.
It sounds great in theory.
It's a half
too.
hour longer. It's
Yeah.
like it's not that
Yeah.
different of a trip, and
Right.
like but it does. You save a ton of money on it, and you're like, oh, I might as well just take this. Who cares? It's an extra half
I
hour,
fell in that trap.
whatever.
Yeah.
And then you get on it, and you're like, everything about it, the fucking where the food cart's different. It all fucking sucks. It's impossible to take that train.
And I checked in the courtyard. Have either one of you ever stayed there? Probably not.
Mm,
So it's like a block away. It's fine. Like it's clean, but I forget these New York City apartments. So I did it. I tested it. I put my left foot on the bed and my right hand could easily touch the toilet seat.
No,
Yeah.
the toilet.
Yeah,
The toilet.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Well, it was clean. The AC
I mean,
was
I've
good.
always thought that's how Marriott gets like 100 rooms into a fucking
This one, it's wild because I'm like, where it is, like 300 rooms.
right, and it's probably like
new.
it probably should be like 50 normal.
Yeah,
size,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean?
If it was in like Indiana, it would be like
Yes,
right,
exactly,
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
So,
We're gonna do some quick voicemails. You want to stay for that? You want?
yeah, if you want me
Okay,
to.
yeah, let's do that.
Well, real quick,
And then
before we
movie
get into voicemails. You. What is that all about?
What all about?
What's your broker doing being a stylist?
Oh, that I saw that post. I was like, someone's getting a discount on their fucking
I was like, I'm
on their
really
broker's
pretty
fee.
Sure, I didn't do anything this time.
She put up a post that was like, I don't even know what the picture was, but the caption was like, "Go check out at blah blah blah."
Oh.
Like my broker has a great new like stylish like whatever company. I was like, yeah, someone's getting like 10% instead of 15%.
no, I didn't. It wasn't even that. Like he and I don't even know like why he just called
Wait,
himself
wait,
his
wait.
broker.
You didn't get it. That wasn't for a
No,
deal,
he just corners me sometimes.
Jackie.
Wait.
What?
Wait, why are you still? You moved into your apartment like a while ago, didn't you?
I know, but then he lives across, and so he's always in the apartment. And then he was like,
Jacqueline.
Sorry, I cannot like switch cameras. He basically was like, you have a lot of followers, which is like, I have like whatever. I don't, but he was like, you need to give me another shout out, and I'll keep giving you, like, I'll give you top priority for the next apartment that I find. I'm like, I'm
Well,
not
all right.
looking
I
to
mean,
move.
at least
right.
there's some promise.
No, but I was
I
like,
thought you were
I
just
know.
doing it like to be nice. That would be fucking nuts.
Well,
Don't do
yeah,
that,
but
Jackie.
then I was like, I'm not looking for an apartment right now. And he was like, so you're not going to give me a shout out? And I was like, well,
These guys are so scummy. Though.
I
know.
Oh,
Fucking
New
scummy
York City
existence.
brokers and like landlords and shit
worst.
are literally the
Worst.
biggest scumbags in the world.
I
And
make
es-
fun of you now in the same position.
You would do the
I
same
the
shit.
Same exact.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
nowadays where
Yeah,
they
especially if
they
the guy's an
literally
asshole, it's hard
just
to say
hand,
no to an asshole.
hand the fucking key. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there was a
right.
time where they had the
Yeah.
listing and you didn't know where the apartments were,
Yeah, look at
and
the-
now it's like I found it on the internet, you found it on the internet, you just have the key. Fuck you, and I had to give you double the rent, first, last, 15% of the year, all that shit. Fuck you.
I'm also like I've gotten to like I realize how little social media matters Where like,
Oh, totally.
it used to be like, can you repost this? I'm like, sure. It's not going to do anything for me.
Yeah, that's true.
Fine.
That's what
Sure, here, fine. I don't give a
I was.
fuck.
I think I mentioned this on my show recently. Actually, I was when I did the show with you guys in the old office. You remember that? I came by and I was still at the EI.
Yeah.
I did it with you guys.
Yeah.
And we were walking on after, and I mentioned something, and you're like, something about one of my episodes. Just I was doing, and you're like, if you put your episode up on Twitter, like 3 people are like, nobody.
Yeah.
No, which is true.
No one.
When,
The
when
time
you,
I was like, what? It's Twitter, but nobody fucking,
Yeah.
nobody looks.
when you first get into Twitter, you think it means everything, and then once you realize it means nothing,
Nothing.
you
Kinda freeing, though.
truly,
Yes.
genuinely.
Yeah.
I don't think the whole Me Too movement and or not Me Too, but canceling would have like even if the world just all of a sudden agreed that Twitter, like if they all understood what we understand now,
Right.
because all that was like an avalanche of tweets.
Yeah.
It was like Me Too, Me Too, Me Too, and it would just be like doesn't matter, and not to like put down actual cases, but the rest of them are like it was just people trending on a social media site. If you just the thing for me was I made a joke about Mickey Callaway, a Mets manager who was doing something creepy, and I said something like that's why the Mets got rid of him, made light of like he had sexual accusation, whatever, and baseball Twitter went like nuts over it.
There it
And maybe that's it. Yeah, I don't know what it was. No, I said something like we know now why the Angels got rid of him. Something about that.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Anyway, baseball Twitter was going hard at me, and I called John, and I said, yeah, maybe that's it. Whatever. I don't know, whatever. I said to John, I was like, fuck, what do you think I should do on this one? And he was like, on what? And I was like, you didn't see that? And he was like, no. And then I had to explain it, and he was like, no, but nothing. Like, nobody's
No
talking about
shelf
that
life.
except for like, it feels like if you get 50 straight tweets, you're like, oh my God, it's
Well, that's what I was
worst
talking
case
about.
scenario. It's 50 people.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, even like with Dan last week with Taylor Swift, I was like, just get through the fire. Like, this is
Yeah.
not like a.
I'm at the point where I don't consider it fire though. I used to think that.
Well,
I'm like,
yeah, I think our company's different now, but yeah, but I
I
think
guess
there
when you
are,
have like a Hollywood actress, like when it gets
she's the
outside the
biggest star in
bubble,
the
but it's
world,
like,
but like when it's a real, that's also the advantage of working here, where it's not real. Like,
Right.
you say what like it's not.
yeah. I mean, I guess if you're in the regular world, you
if
trend
you said it
on
on the
Twitter
radio,
for a bad thing,
you would
be-
have to
yeah, you're in
apologize.
trouble.
for
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
I remember
Here it's
when
like does not matter.
I said this on radio. Like Keegs was explaining it to me, and she's like, TikTok is not happy, and I was like, that doesn't.
yeah,
That
right.
means nothing.
Like, I
dude.
mean, like-
Yeah. Nick actually texted me, and he was like, "Yo, TikTok hates you right now. We are killing it." Because
What?
we all the over Taylor Swift, it was like a bunch of my shit that I saw on Taylor Swift was getting like 15x the views, which also means nothing.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but I'm like, whatever, we're doing good. But he was like, yo, they're like they fucking hate your guts. I keep going. I'm like, yeah, let's go. All right, let's do a couple voicemails, and then we're gonna do another movie night. Football season is in full swing, and there is nothing better than kicking back, watching a long day of football, and cracking some Pirate Waters. Everybody got their first taste of Pirate Water this year when we launched our drink for the partiers, for the ragers, and it was a summer drink. We started in the spring. We drank all through the summer. This is our first time having the fall and winter with it, and it plays just as good as when the sun is shining and it's 80 degrees as when it's cloudy and raining and 30 degrees. We're going to be drinking it all winter, all fall, whether you're watching football games, hockey games, basketball games, whether you're at brunch.
Matt Patras.
You're going to be drinking your 16-ounce ready-to-drink can with 10% alcohol by volume, so you know you need nothing more for a good time. The famous answer to the internet question, what's the best way to get drunk on $5 or less? The new answer, legitimately, we have a new contender, is Pirate Water. So go get your margarita, Sex on the Beach, Bahama Mama, or Miami Vice Pirate Waters by going to drinkpiratewater.com, or you can order them off of GoPuff. Also, make sure you follow and tag Pirate Water. Not only will you, if you tag us with your pictures, will you be reposted, but we're also going to be doing giveaways soon where you can win merch, prizes, maybe some trips, maybe some actual stuff. So follow at Pirate Water and go to drinkpiratewater.com.
Hey guys, not my first time, a little bit of a long time. After the convo about Feits' grandpa wallet, I was curious to know what you boys would carry in your purse if you had a purse. What 5 things would you carry that's not phone wallet keys? And bonus points, especially for Feits, if he can tell us like what kind of purse, what kind of bag he would
Well,
use,
John does have a
because-
purse, so just tell them what your purse is and what you carry.
I don't. I have like a canvas bag that I carry around sometimes that would best be described as a purse.
Sure.
But
Yeah, I mean, it's a purse.
like it is.
But you
what's-
carry
what's-
like
what's in it?
you literal garbage.
Nothing.
Remember that time you emptied it out?
No, nothing.
like it basically. I actually don't really use it that often anymore. I used to use it more often when I had a laptop and I got to have a laptop in it. Now if I'm taking a laptop to work, I'll bring it. But rarely does that happen. I jam everything in my pockets. I have a notebook, 2 tins, a wallet, a phone, keys. If I could bring anything else,
More food.
sunglasses,
Yeah.
maybe some hand cream, which I don't even use. I don't use hand cream right now, but like if I had a bag, why not?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like a couple years ago, maybe like I don't know, 10 years ago at this point, we had him empty out his bag. We're like, what's in there? And it was, I'm talking like if you turned over a garbage pail. It was just like
Garbage.
like Reese's cups like crumbled and like
They
receipts.
were
and-
unreal. Just to be
Unreal,
clear.
excuse me.
They were,
You know, just like garbage and like, you know, banana peels. Like it was like, you know, shit that like could go bad.
yeah, no, it's because I
He's just picking, literally moving garbage
I
back.
always found interesting that like stuff like that where at one point in history women just started having those and guys are like, that's not for me.
Yeah.
Like why? Like
Well, I feel like it was
it's
almost
but it's
my,
practical.
my answer is the shit that like I want. If I'm like, here, carry this for a girl. It's like sunblock, chapstick, and a nail clipper. Those are the 3 things that
like
bug me out.
I always have
Carry that shit
I always have chapstick. I always have my readers. I always have like I would be fine. I mean, but
My readers.
not my readers. I'm at 1.5s. I have like 20 of them. But I'm kind of like, but I'm like, I wouldn't have a because I don't know.
You know
why.
what the most
There's a
practical thing
stigma to
is?
it.
Is the fanny pack.
Yeah,
If
I'm-
fanny
I'm-
packs
I'm-
weren't like kill yourself fashion wise.
No, but we've been circling each other lately.
yeah.
You know,
I'm like-
I've
I
thought
mean-
once I now go out into the wild with my kids, like how I look could not be further from what I care
Right,
about.
doesn't-
I'm like
doesn't
literally trying to survive, like carrying everything and them
It's
and all that
pretty
shit. And if
practical.
I just had a thing
It's
on my
pretty
hip,
practical.
like, but what's really annoying is like if he started wearing a fanny pack, it would be like, oh, it's cool.
Yeah, it's
If
hip.
we
Yeah,
start
yeah,
wearing
yeah.
it, it's like kill
An old
yourself,
man.
your life's
Yeah,
over.
yeah, it's true.
You know what I really don't like? The fanny pack's one thing. The like side chest
Yeah.
thing that like rappers those
Oh,
guys wear.
yeah.
I'm like,
That's-
That
there can't be
That's-
anything in your
It is the I keep up to date on fashion trends and things like that.
Sure.
That one that's not even a trend. That's way past trend. But like
Yeah.
probably 6-7 years ago, that was like, oh, like some kind of cool guys are doing this, and like you got to know your lane. Like that was one where I was like,
Did you even try it?
never tried
Yeah.
it.
There
Never
was a
considered
super
it.
unfeitelberg move to, I won't say when, in our relationship history, but like I'm walking somewhere and Feitelberg's like, oh yeah, nice shorts. Like you dork. Like you were like shitting on me.
No,
I think you were mocking.
No, well,
No,
yeah.
you're
I'm
clearly
not-
mocking me.
I'm not
mocking.
mocking you. I'm not mocking you. They're just shorts that they don't fit you.
In what way? These are all like I used to play basketball with these shorts.
They're-
These shorts are
exactly.
like 18 years old.
Yeah,
That's-
See,
well,
that-
that's- yeah.
honestly.
We were
and-
saying that it was
you-
like LeBron James on draft night of 2020, 2003.
Yeah,
you know?
I said I think those are LeBron St. Mary's basketball.
It was
shorts.
very uncharacteristic of you to take a shot at me, though. I was surprised.
It was.
it was frankly the vulnerable moment. So I'm like, it's not the worst thing you said.
You
about
know
me
what's
today.
funny? I had a thought. I when he made that joke, I saw you walking.
Yeah.
You don't look old from behind. You look young from behind.
I'm in decent shape. you know?
I don't think you look old from the front. The ball.
He,
thing
every
is
time it was every conversation I've ever had with you. Like you look like you're 60 years old.
Yeah.
But I look like my age.
Yeah,
I
I think you look
think
your
I don't
age.
know, but everybody, like when you look in the mirror, do you think I'm in? I don't think of like an age, but I'm sure I look. If somebody walked by, they'd be like, "Oh, this guy's 48."
Well,
Yeah, he's
I
48.
told this story on the podcast recently where I was in Minnesota and I was playing hockey, and I was playing hockey with this kid who's 21 years old on the Minnesota Wild. He's a stud. Matt
Right.
Boldy's his name. And we went out. We had this event, and then afterwards he was like, "Thanks for coming." He was talking to me and Chief, who were in Chicago. "Thanks so much for coming, guys. Like, what are you doing now?" And we're like, nothing. He's like, "Why don't you come out with a couple beers with me and the boys?" And we're like, yeah, fuck it, why not? And he goes, "It's at this bar. It's probably gonna be mostly guys my age, but you guys could have fun too." And I was like, and at that
hurts.
moment, like I thought I never thought about it, but if you put a gun to my head, I was like, I probably passed like mid late 20s, And
But
then I
even
realized,
more than that is like your vibe is like I can fit in at the bar with the guys.
yeah.
The thought that someone would tell you like it's gonna be bad for you, it's gonna be different for you.
Hang
It's
in
like,
there.
oh,
And then we
fuck.
got there and we didn't even walk in. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, this looks like a young bar.
Yeah, there's a
Fuck
certain,
it.
certain time when that just happens, you never go back.
No,
I
we
don't
were
know
like,
what
let's get a glass of wine, go home. Like
Yeah,
this sucks.
right.
I
We literally
mean,
did that.
when you go
Yeah.
when you see a young bar like underage or just
Horrifying.
it's like. But I never thought when I was like 23, I thought we were like being like cool or just normal.
Right.
And you realize you're like Walking Dead.
We were
You
at
know,
the-
like,
it-
everyone was like, it's just-
Place is great, but when you guys were there, when we were, I think that a couple of those nights, when we were at the Barstool Phoenix Super Bowl
the Arizona
bar,
bar, yeah.
I was like,
Well, that and those are kind of like
I
clubby,
understand,
you know.
but I
So
was
that
like,
was.
I feel like I'm 700. Like
Yeah.
just wheel me around,
Dude,
What
I
are these
can't.
people
I can't
doing?
I can't do bright lights. I can't do.
No,
But like any of that like club scene, it's like I need to be able to hear you. I need you to be able to hear my jokes, and I need to be able to get your drinks easily, and that's about it. So, all right, next.
The other thing, if I could carry around a bag, I actually might do the fanny pack because since I've become a nicotine pouch user, I don't know. I think litterers are the scum of the earth. I think they are. Like I've said this before, where I genuinely believe it's like rapists, murderers, litterers. Like you should belong in the same circle of hell. You're a piece of shit who doesn't care about anything outside of your world. Like I hate them. I despise them. But with these, when I used to chew tobacco, I had a spitter, so I could just spit my tobacco wad into there when I was done.
right.
I don't have anywhere to put this.
You're telling me you're gonna fill up your
Your
fanny
bag?
pack with your chewed pouches?
I fill up my pockets with it now.
You do?
Yeah.
You'll put them in the trash.
You guys are despicable. That's despicable.
It's just like
Why don't you put them in the trash?
I'm just like
right now, would
Obviously, right now I put it in the trash.
Oh, if you're
But
outside,
like
of
yeah, it's like there are times when there's not trash around, and I'm just like, okay, we'll put it in here.
That's disgusting. You ever chew or anything like
no, no.
that? That never appealed to me.
Do you think spitting gum is littering?
That's
I think you're a scumbag. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
that's a little different though. I don't know why. It's when I learned that all those black spots on the street of New York are actually gum.
Gum, I know.
I thought that was like an urban legend. That's crazy.
It's like why? I mean, why don't just chew it until you see a trash barrel?
Right, I agree.
Yeah.
Just hold any trash. Just hold it until you see a trash barrel.
I think.
Particularly in New York, like, you're gonna see one pretty soon.
What about just spitting?
No.
I
No, I
did-
don't think it's littering, but I think it's disgusting.
It's I would be. This is when I dipped again. Like I would be selective with my spits.
Yeah.
Like I do it like turning a corner and like get it on the side of the building.
Yeah,
or
when
something
you
like
just
that.
see
Like,
a guy walking towards you, you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like, bro, you
Yeah.
basically just puked in front of you. Let's go.
Hey guys, I'm listening to the episode where Feits is learning what debt is and that he owes money to the IRS.
I heard this.
Oh
I
my
did
God.
hear this.
And I recently just passed my Series 7 test, which is it's a stockbroker's exam. It's for finance. And ever since then, I have had like a slight superiority complex because I'm like, I know so much about money. I know about the market, and I feel like I'm smarter than everybody else I know, which is not true, like in the slightest, not even a little bit. But I need all the help I can get with my confidence, so I'm going to take that and run with it. So that's just my question. What's something that you guys know about that makes you feel like you're smarter than other people?
Can I give a quick answer though about something else? Like I'm not great with like finances either. Like I don't understand. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. Why everything just like doesn't cost the same as it did 80 years ago? Like why does it cost more?
I don't know.
Where's that going?
I thought you were about to like.
No,
be like,
I think the argument is that it probably shouldn't.
That's what I mean.
I
Like-
think when we went through this last bout of inflation, I don't remember what terms they
but like
used.
why it happened the first time?
But well, I think
Why price going up?
Like why did it go from like why was milk 6 cents then it
then
was
it became
I
$1,
think
then it became $5.
It's I'm gonna go
we
ahead.
just
I'm
over-
gonna say
we
it's
just overspend
fucking
as a-
capitalism and greed,
Yeah.
and people want see what they can make.
Well, I get
I know
that.
the answer. I know the answer.
I don't
actually know
get
the
that.
answer.
I genuinely do not
You don't
get
get greed?
Everything. It started
No.
when we switched
Oh,
off
well.
the gold standard.
okay.
So it used to be like, but still not totally, because you're right. Like in the 20s, in
That's what I'm
1910,
saying.
it was 10
yeah,
cents.
Right.
So it started to move. But
I've done
I
this
do
Google
think-
search before. It doesn't help me. But
I
yeah.
do think
It does.
I do think it mattered, like with the gold supply. And then as soon as we
Yeah.
untethered it, it was just like make
Right.
more money. And then I
And
read
I've taken economics classes, and I'm just like, I have no idea.
the latest I mean, I understand things like if you have a specific, if all the cows start to die,
Sure.
then
right.
that makes sense.
Things
But
spike,
but the rest of it, I think, is just also corporate greed. I think they just go, let's charge $6. Let's charge $7.
Right.
But like and I've said this before. And I don't like saying it because like I don't want to come up like I'm like an able. But like
Yeah. I hate when you do that.
yeah.
That's actually your worst.
But like
character.
I just genuinely I don't get why if you're doing well, why do you have to make it harder for other people? Like it doesn't. I don't get that.
That's a moral thing you're saying.
Yes,
I guess it's
They're
moral,
assholes.
but like
They're just assholes.
just
in the
like-
world.
like-
Bro, there are just
we were-
bad people in the world.
But like
like Bernie Madoff is a bad
we
guy.
were talking
We-
to Darius Rucker about music,
Yeah.
and he's like, "There's so many billions to go around, and all we're talking about is making everybody a millionaire." But there's a guy who's like, "I want 10 billion." One, like.
But like there we were talking about this when we were talking about the movie Sanctuary, where it's like I just genuinely don't understand how that person can be like that. Like I can understand bad things. I can understand why someone would murder someone. I can get it. I can like hear you.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
Rage,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Like if someone's like, I'm taking an unfair amount of money from this person. Why?
Why? Yeah.
like
yeah.
what? You're
Because-
fine.
You know
You're-
what? You know
What
what
do you
I
think,
think
like,
usually is usually that happened to them. Like somebody at one point started to be an asshole
Yeah.
originally, and then it's like this happened to me. I'm getting mine back, and you'll have good luck with getting yours.
It
It's
was.
like, it's
it was
always
like it came up with
it's
the
a cycle.
writer strike stuff, where it was just like, why do you need $42 million a year?
yeah. It's
Like
crazy.
I don't.
They're little people, man. Little
It's,
people.
Well,
it's,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
naive
yeah.
and it's
I-
ignorance and shit like that. I'm sure, but it's just like I can understand bad people, but like something like that where you're like, it's just not fair. Why wouldn't you just be fair to a person?
Yeah. That's some guy who's like, I need to have 42 million because the guy who has 41 million called me a jerk off, and like fuck that guy.
That's
They just have their dumb motivations.
I was one of that too. Even with, like Goodell, I'm like, you couldn't find somebody else to just do the job for like 14 million.
right.
Like, why are you gonna be 40?
Yeah, I got that. But I also understand like why that is. But it is crazy.
I do take a little bit of solace in knowing I think those people are miserable. I don't think the money like makes them
yeah.
like they probably get off on the power, but like are
There's a
you
lot of
actually
paranoia, too.
happy and shit? Yeah, paranoia, looking over your shoulder and shit.
I was doing
Fuck
that with I've been rewatching The Sopranos, and just like, and I've said this before too. I'm saying it to Kirk. Like, I don't get. I thought that like mobsters and drug dealers like, lived lavishly, and I remember like was it not Ricky Aprile? Who
Richie Aprile?
Richie Aprile, yeah.
Yeah.
Like his house, he lives in like a 2-decker. Like
He had like
what-
he's got out of prison.
okay, but
Yeah,
most
yeah.
of the houses they go to
Yeah.
outside of Tony's aren't like nice houses
And by the
where
way,
you're like,
Tony
this is
was-
worth killing
Yeah.
someone over.
And Tony
Shit
had like
that.
no money half the time.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
The and then
And
with
what
the
you do have, you're
paranoia they
worried about
live with,
losing,
Right.
like the paranoia. I'm like, I don't understand life of crime at all.
No, like I like. I guess to answer the question, I like doing like being like well, that was directed by this guy. Just so you know, it's written-
director's a good one.
It was
Oh,
written
yeah,
by-
oh, yeah, quite,
yeah.
yes. You're,
Oh,
that's
Gordon, that was
usually
yes.
Gordon
sweet.
Willis was cinematographer on that film.
Oh, what
Yeah.
a dickhead!
Yeah,
what a
that's-
dickhead!
That's a very
Yeah,
good one.
I like that
I
one.
think the only thing I could even potentially talk like that is like internet stuff, like this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could say I might know more than the average person. Otherwise, I'm pretty fucking average.
I can't do as many directions as you. I'm sure I don't do it, but that's a good one. Connections, like doing like mind games in the morning makes you feel a little superior.
Yeah.
It also it just makes me feel good, which I guess I take as feeling superior.
Famously Oreo 55, you're terrible.
I'm pretty good at it. So
okay.
what I've come to learn is actually like I'm about on par with everybody.
Oh, you were getting compared to the freaks of the world, Nick and KB.
But even then, like they made me do one on camera like fairly recently. since I
Oh, you
moved
must
to
have
Chicago.
been sweat.
I was so sweating, and then I was like 38 seconds, and Nick was like, "I fucking knew he was gonna beat me today." Like, yeah, so, and then I've started checking more often. I'm like, "Oh, like I'm 3
Oreo
seconds
55
slower.
was one of my favorite things ever. Did you know that one?
Yeah.
But just doing mind games, definitely. And I can only do up to Wednesday on the full crossword.
Yeah.
It gets harder.
It gets harder throughout the
How
week.
much do you keep up with everything?
What do you mean?
I'm
The
always
world?
checking, like, do you know this? Because I'm like, I feel like you're disconnected, but usually you're like, yeah, no, I know that story.
Yeah,
I
I
know
try.
that
Well, I
story.
see clips. I pay attention to you guys. Yeah, I mean, there's like not a lot of shows.
I know. I mean, you religiously watch the Mean Girls.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, this is
We're
keeping
trying to break out to see the shows.
I want to see Jordan's relationship status. To me, it's probably complicated, and I want to hear about that. I mean, who doesn't want to hear that?
If I had to guess, it's A,
think there's
single,
some drama
B,
involved?
together, or
Yeah.
C, complicated.
We were saying that's a hard beat for. I don't care. I've done back-to-back nights, and
Dude, 4 nights
Have
in
you
a
guys
row.
done back-to-backs and like
We've done back to backs. We've done back to back.
Yeah. We've never
different nights?
3 nights in a row, 3
Yeah.
different cities though.
That's what I mean. Same
I think
spot.
same
back-to-back,
spot, no.
spot.
I did two at the
You-
Wilbur on the same night. The second show,
We
it's
did
like-
that once. That was
Second show-
once, never again.
No,
Yeah, I'm not
Because
doing that.
we sold out the first show at the Wilbur so quick, and you can make some money at the Wilbur, so we're like, let's go. And then we did it that night, and I was like, this next show could be worth $250,000. I wouldn't.
You know
I
what's
wouldn't say
not
no
that
to it.
exciting is when you get rolled out in the cross the second time. Everyone's like,
Did you do it?
yeah.
You have a lot of repeat too, right?
Probably, yeah,
Like, a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
those guys
yeah,
stayed,
yeah,
and they're
yeah,
just
yeah,
like, oh, he's
yeah.
on the cross
Yeah,
again.
and I was like, all right, let's fucking do it. It was sad. It was sad.
All right, big thanks to Kirk for coming through. Now let's get into it with an interview with our boy Mark Smalls. He is a comedian. He's a part of the golf podcast,
He's so funny.
Country Club Jason.
Dude, he's really,
Bro, he
really
is
funny.
so funny.
Yeah.
He's been on tour with Bert. You can tell he's a naturally funny dude, but his delivery, his voice, his whole style, I'm like, you need to be a fucking megastar.
Yeah.
Mark Smalls on KFC Radio. Let's talk to him. It's official. Fall is here, and if you're like me, you're settling back into your busier routine. Kids are at school, and with spare time filled up with soccer practices, it's actually it's baseball practices, dance, and gymnastics have ruined my life. Every time I think like, oh, I'm done with the day of work, I'm going to chill. It's like, no, you're playing chauffeur for the next 3.5 hours. So I'm always out of the house and running around, and knowing that my house is safe with Simplisafe is one less thing for me to worry about. They have 24/7 live guard protection that is designed to help stop crime in real time. So if an intruder breaks into your home, Simplisafe professional monitoring agents can actually see, speak to, and deter them. What would you say to somebody if they broke in and you were the Simplisafe agent doing the alarm wireless indoor camera?
Yo, you're sick to my stomach, fam.
Yes. Love that girl. 24/7 live guard protection is made possible by the smart alarm wireless indoor camera, like I just said, with the Fast Protect monitoring plan. So it's the only indoor security that can trigger the alarm and instantly deter intruders with a built-in siren. It has physical privacy to shut her in and protection, and you can install it your way. Do it in just about 30 minutes, or you can have a Simplisafe expert set it up for you. Either way, you're good. So for a limited time, get 20% off your new system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Visit simplysafe.com/KFC Radio. That's simplysafe.com/KFC Radio. There's no safe like Simplisafe.
Yo.
What up, dog?
What's up, dude?
Yeah, I took mushrooms like 10 minutes ago.
Let's go.
Perfect time. So, are you not at that Calvin Klein fucking model sponsorship or what, bro?
Dude, oh, Ralph Lauren?
Oh,
no,
Ralph
dude.
Lauren, that's right.
No, fucking Pav's got it.
No,
Well, him instead.
Yeah, that makes sense. Dude, you look good. That's lit.
Dude, we got what's what?
Flavors.
You don't know about the new ones?
No.
Oh, you want to pop one of those?
Yeah.
It's only a 3, but go right ahead, bro.
Classic.
I don't know. I've never had
So
classic.
classic
Is it
is
just
the
straight
new
nicotine?
thing. Classic is a
How's
little.
classic the new thing?
It's a little sweeter. It almost tastes
Oh.
like a little sugary,
Spit it on the floor.
little sugar packet.
Just spit
It's
it
got
on
a
the floor.
light mint.
Does it really have
You
sugar?
can double up too. You could. I mean, I think
sure?
all of them. Yeah,
But
dude.
I don't think they sell these here.
Dog, please
You got the connect?
All right.
take my zins.
Thank
My zins are for everybody.
you, bro.
Me zin Susan, bro.
We got ourselves a little Amsterdam reunion here. I
I can't believe it's been like I can't believe you've never been. I guess because of like the group camaraderie in Amsterdam, I just like assumed you've been on the show a bunch of times. Like,
No.
this is our first time.
No,
really
we
talking.
hit it off, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, just a little drugs in Amsterdam. You go hard.
Drugs bring it together.
I was
man.
about to say, like, I have close friends in my life who I probably will never like share an experience like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I will never share that experience again. Like what
Yeah.
we had, and especially with me, like if I go to sleep, I'm a sleeper.
yeah.
You know, but what we had, my bad. I just caught a whiff of I thought I caught a whiff of a penis on a magazine.
You might have.
And
You might have.
bro, I didn't take I didn't take enough Adderall to be focused enough.
It was a girl, not a penis. but
Ah,
he did,
damn.
yeah.
Well, you know what's on my mind. Damn it.
Busted.
Damn it. Shit. The first epi, bro. I just out myself. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, we were in Amsterdam. I took a bunch of mushrooms. You guys talked about it. That was so cool, bro.
Right, bro.
I took a bunch of mushrooms. I got a little overheated. I tripped out a little too much.
You also, as you were getting overheated, you had your jacket and your hood and like a scarf on. I was like, no wonder you're overheated.
Dude, I
bro.
was
You're
hot.
dressed for the winter.
I was hot. I thought it was cold. The mushrooms told me it was cold. It was not cold. And I went down, bro. Well, I didn't go down. Shout out Peter, Bert's assistant, who like saved
He
caught
pulled the
me.
ripcord. Yeah.
And then like I passed out, but tripped out for another couple hours in a hotel room, and then said, "Dude, I got it. I can't."
The greatest rally of all time.
Yeah, I couldn't.
That was 28-3 in human form.
Yeah.
Like you were done.
Oh, no. It was fourth
like, kinda
quarter. It was
worried.
out.
I was like, is he actually okay? Like I thought you were dead.
Yeah.
Not even thinking about the possibility of returning to the party. And then the way you just sidled up in that picture, and I was like, yo, what's up? Wait, what? Yo, he's back. He's
I
back.
don't even think I noticed it until I looked at the picture. I was like,
No
"Wait,
one
that Mark?"
noticed it.
Bro,
No one noticed it
he
till the
kinda-
picture.
That's
What? Well, I come back.
Unbelievable
I
moment.
come back. Of course, you guys are going to be in the red light district.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah, wait, did you literally stumble upon us, or someone told you where we were? Or you just
I
I'll go to
don't
the red light.
remember, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I knew you guys were going to be in the red light.
The force, bro. It's just-
Yeah, I was like, yo, the Banana Club is going to be fucking popping right now.
I'm telling you, man. There
Which,
are
by the way,
people-
did you see Lizzo's people?
Yes, dude.
That was so funny.
I was doing my video on it. And I was like, I'm an expert on the matter. It's not the type of place where you can say no, thank you. You got to do it. Everybody's got to do it. It's a shared experience. I've been there. I get it.
Yeah.
There's a couple things I did at that club that I didn't really want to do, but you got to do it because you're with the homies.
I felt a titty in that club. Ugh.
Dude, it's not like peer pressure either. It's like it's just common sense. It's culture. It's like, bro, if I'm gonna go over to my boy's house and his culture is to take your shoes off,
Yeah.
That's what you
I'm
do.
gonna take my shoes off. I don't want to take my shoes off, but I'm gonna take my shoes.
That's
if I
a
walk
great
into your
point.
establishment and you want me to catch a banana out of your pussy that you shoot out, I'm gonna catch it with my mouth, bro. I'm not gonna
Nothing if
like.
I'm not a gentleman.
I'm not gonna use my hands. I'm not gonna fucking disrespect you.
Yeah, that is a very, very good point. I'm just respecting cultures here.
Yeah, no. I'm not on that white savior complex.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that, man.
Walk you to a synagogue. I'm not putting on a fucking yarmulke. Get out of
Yeah,
here.
what the fuck?
Have it on.
No, dude. These people worked hard.
They did, bro. They put it to work.
They worked hard.
Dude, there was there's just nothing quite. It's sort of like summer camp. It's sort of like where you just have like a night out that's like magic. You know what I mean? And then it's just like those people who share that will be boys for life.
Yeah, I mean,
It could have gone bad. Like if we all didn't vibe, it could have been.
Well, I think
Bert would. I don't think it would ever have put everybody together.
no.
if he
Bert's a
didn't-
very good like a party like guy. Like
He's like a party designer.
DJ for humans.
Fucking,
Yes, that's exactly what
Yes.
he is. DJ for
Yeah.
humans.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is a DJ for dude. He loves, and then when he brings two people together and they hit it off,
Ugh.
like he will get this look in his eye where he's like, I
did it.
I
Yeah,
did it.
yeah, yeah.
Like he loves taking credit.
I'm a little
right?
matchmaker.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
exactly that.
He
man.
he would always talk about like Maddie Smith, and he's like, you gotta fuck with Maddie,
Mhm.
like she's gonna be your homie. And anytime someone tells me that someone's gonna be my friend, I'm like, fuck that person.
Yeah.
You don't
No,
know
they're
me.
not.
You don't know shit about me. I fucking hate Maddie Smith, actually. And, yo, we went to Australia together, and they will never book us together again because we are the exact same person.
Yeah.
And Bert would be like, where the fuck is Mark? It's smoking weed.
Dude, when she
You know
when
where we
she,
are.
She showed up in Amsterdam right at the last night.
No, she came on. She didn't play. It was
Oh,
over
yeah,
there.
she's part of it. There was one night where I think somebody, or maybe I heard a story about you guys separately.
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody took too many edibles,
Mm-hmm.
and she just grabbed it and ate it too, and was like,
Oh, yeah, she was.
we're down to ride together. Like I know it's gonna be ugly for you, but like here we go.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is some cool shit.
I mean, not even edibles. Before we took the mushrooms, we went to the pancake place.
Yeah.
And me and Maddie put down 20 pancakes.
I could eat those little ones. I could eat literally.
We literally
1,000
we
of those.
put down that plate like that, and I looked at her, she looked at me, and we both just said like, "Run it back," and she was like, "Hell yeah!"
She's so funny.
And I was like, I was like, "That's my fucking dog." Yeah. Like the run it back, homie.
That was the perfect blend of like everybody, man.
Mm-hmm. And then also like, yeah, you never know. Like it could go. Like I'm a comedian. I got the Barstool guys coming.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Right.
I'm like, I got a golf podcast.
Right.
And we
little bit of beef.
There's
there,
not like beef, bro.
No,
First of
but
all,
it's competition.
It's not even competition, bro. It's like, dude, they started this shit, bro. Foreplay started this shit. Like we took their blueprint. And we just put our spin on it, bro. Like
I want nothing more than to have a.
But
like,
now,
like the Burt put it
now
together,
there's the competition of like, yo, dog, like,
Yeah.
what's up, bro? Like, you don't think Country Club Adjacent big enough to like play a match against, bro? Like, dog, we're kind of. I mean, Trump let us roast him. Like,
Really?
oh, you're more famous than the president?
Wait, Trump let you roast him?
Yeah, what the fuck? We've roasted Trump like 3 times.
No way.
Yes, bro.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I was gonna ask you about golfing with Caitlyn.
At Trump Bedminster in Jersey.
Really? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We said a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah.
I talked in his backswing, bro. I talked in his backswing. I was like, don't worry. This was like right after his house got raided. This was like last year or whatever. I was like, don't worry, Trump, my house got raided too. In his backswing, motherfucker threw a dart, bro, over the water. Threw a dart, bro. Like, I was like, wow.
Way, dude. I didn't
Yeah,
fucking.
bro.
How did I not see this? Because I was actually waiting. I can't wait to ask what playing.
Well, because you work at Barstool, your algorithm doesn't allow Country Club Adjacent. to fucking, it's like,
But
it just
I've
shuts it
seen you
down.
guys with Caitlyn Jenner, which is one of my favorite pictures. I remember screenshotting with Ken. I was like, yo, they're all like with Caitlyn Jenner.
Dude, Caitlyn is a homie. I love Caitlyn so much. Caitlyn, let me just say, Caitlyn is such a fucking athlete, obviously. I did win my 1v1 match against her, so
Did you? Wow.
I have beat.
That's an Olympian, bro.
Yeah, a trans Olympian.
Yeah.
You know, fucking
like a superhero.
I fucked her up, dude. Sure, she's 73 now, but whatever, dog. You're gonna say like, Jay-Z could be 80 if I beat him in a rap battle. I'm still saying I beat fucking Jay-Z, bro. She's so sick, dude. Dude, she's so cool.
How does that come about?
So we like knew her like assistant / manager Sophia Hutchins. We're like kind of friends with her through like these golf events. She reached out to us like, yo, Caitlyn, would we be down to work with you one time? And we just like got a sponsor to like basically pay her cash appearance, and we got a jug rate on the cash. Like they told us what Nelk charged, like what she charged Nelk, and then what she charged us, and we just like paid her in cash. The most money I've seen in person in a bag that we just handed to her after the round.
That's gangster. That
Can
she's
I,
just
can
like,
I guess
whatever.
the price?
Yeah.
I don't even know what to guess.
Well, let me just say this: it was a it was a good price to get Caitlyn out to film, a golf match. Cash.
I'm gonna go lower than 50.
50? Lower than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
30? 25?
Yeah,
25.
around 20-25.
20-25.
Yeah, it was a good price.
No shit.
Yeah.
And you just rolled up to the course with that.
Dog rolled up to the course
Just
with
throw her
that.
a couple bands and play golf.
Yeah.
Is
Who was
fucking
just
gangster.
telling me about Michael Jordan's golf thing? Oh no, it was when I was just at the Ryder Cup, and someone was telling us that Jordan he got kicked out of a country club because, and I obviously have no idea the truth to the story.
I was gonna say, who the fuck does that? Like,
I believe any
hey,
Michael
go
Jordan
kick,
story.
Go kick Michael Jordan out though. I'd be like, I'll get fired before I go kick MJ out of a fucking golf club.
Yeah.
He plays. It's whatever to gamble on a hole. It's whatever the hole's distance is, and you add a 0.
Jesus.
And then, but you have to pay up after every hole you settle.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to play with him, you have to bring enough money
If he beats every hole.
to that he would win every hole. So people are showing up with like hundreds of thousands of dollars of cash.
Absolutely, yeah.
And they have one cart that's a bank cart that follows.
That's
and then the
so
cart they
dope.
play in.
A
And then they settle
little
after every
Brinks
hole.
golf truck. It's an
That's
armored golf cart.
Oh!
I
I would
can't even-
gladly do that,
Yeah.
bro. I would
So
gladly go into some investment fund to get for that YouTube video.
that-
bro.
You're in there
shit.
like fucking Mike. What's his name? Who's the guy from
The
Breaking
Big Short.
Bad? Oh, I don't know.
The Michael, the guy with the glass eye, and he's just like, I want this loan. They're
Oh,
like,
yeah, dude.
what?
I just watched that movie. What the fuck?
A new Straight Talk Wireless offering is now available where you can get Walmart Plus membership included on a select Straight Talk Wireless plan for free. Only Straight Talk Wireless gives you unlimited data, talk, and text, plus a Walmart Plus membership. So if you're trying to get that Walmart Plus, you might as well get it through Straight Talk because you're going to have to have a phone. You're going to have to pay a phone plan. You might as well make it the most affordable one that also gets you a Walmart Plus membership. Some of the perks of Walmart Plus are free delivery from Walmart stores, free shipping, no order minimum. They have a Paramount Plus membership, which actually has some fire shit.
Yeah, it's sneaky one of the
Paramount
better
Plus is a good
streaming
one.
services.
Yeah.
Have you watched Lioness yet? Lioness.
No, I know
dope.
that's on there. That's.
I don't know if it's.
They also
Yeah,
have,
you'd probably like it because it is Taylor Sheridan. It is action, but
and they have like a lot of the Taylor Sheridan stuff. They
Yeah.
got the Diesel movies. So if you're gonna watch those movies, you can also get member prices on fuel, so you save on gas. So all of these things, if you have to, you live in the modern era, you're gonna have a phone. You can save on your phone, and you can get all this stuff from the Walmart Plus membership. There's no reason not to do it. Straight Talk Wireless is available at Walmart and Walmart.com.
Dude, that is the way to be rich. Do that.
Oh,
dumb
you want to
shit,
hear the
you
Michael
know?
Jordan story? The real, like, how he built his golf course was, you know how he's got that private golf course?
Yeah.
You know every hole is catered to his
game.
Like, the traps are conveniently, like, right after his max drive.
Yeah.
Like any hole, his game is catered to.
That's
And you only play if you gamble him.
That's sick. Like, because I don't know a ton about golf, but like when I was at the Ryder Cup, I was learning some things, and like
You were learning how USA fucked up and that flat face fuck Zach Johnson blew it for us.
sucks.
Yeah, go Europe, bro. I'm fucking
Dude,
European.
I love my country, but the chance that Europe had, the game they were playing, the camaraderie
Our
they
team
had,
was
it was like
dog,
this fucking
bro.
sucks.
Terrible.
Our team was dog.
Yeah.
I should have put my life savings and I would have won like $600, bro. Dude, the full six. Unbelievable.
But I was learning, and I guess maybe this is what Liv does a little bit, like how teams are cooler, because like I guess all the golfers on Europe are like solid drivers, but they don't have the length, but they're accurate. So they made like the fucking fairways really thin, and then made the rough really thick because the Americans were gonna have to live in there. And I was like, that's kind of like that home course
That's
advantage
exactly what it is.
that you
That's
can't
you-
really
yeah.
do at like there's always the rumors about what Bellichick does at Gillette, where like one I think is true is that to walk from the field to the locker room for the opposing team. The Patriots walk off the field; they're in their locker room.
You gotta like go through
The
some
opposing
tunnels
team,
and
it
shit.
takes like 8 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
So by the time they get there, they have to come back.
Yeah.
And like they can't really do halftime adjustments.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
I mean, that was Red Hour back
That's
too.
some
Used to
fun design.
Home field advantage.
Crank the temperature up in
Oh, yeah.
Celtics. You know?
Yeah, gave them
Oh,
only
shit.
cold water.
Yeah,
Had
yeah.
like dead spots in the court.
Yeah.
That shit. Oh, dude, that's like some fucking spy. No, what do they call it? Not spyware. What do they call it? Spycraft. Like whenever like, the word
Yes.
spycraft's in a movie, it's a good movie. Doing spycraft to build your fucking court is dope.
Wait. What the fuck is spycraft, bro?
Dude,
And first of all, I've never
exact
watched a
definition.
movie and been like, oh, they got spycraft.
Yo,
oh, this
if
shit gonna be
a
lit.
character in a movie says the word spycraft,
Really?
that movie's dope.
Let's see.
Really?
Spycraft.
Yes.
What is
definition.
spycraft?
It's like it's hard to describe.
is-
It's more of a feel thing.
I'll tell you, it's actually the easiest thing to describe.
Okay,
It is
okay.
the skills and techniques employed by spies.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna-
So what you're trying to convince is Belichick is spycraft?
Belichick's got great spycraft.
He's got great spycraft.
Like one movie I know they say spycraft in Argo.
I don't like that movie.
You don't like that movie?
Nah, I didn't fuck with that movie.
What's-
bro.
what's your problem with the
Bro,
movie Argo?
and let me tell you, I'm the only person that doesn't like that movie.
Dude, I love
I'm the
that.
only fucking
I love
person.
I hate The Godfather, and I love telling people I hate The Godfather.
I've
It's the
tried to
best.
watch The Godfather
It stinks.
45
It
fucking
stinks.
times.
It stinks.
As a man, I have Robert De Niro from Goodfellas tattooed on my stomach. I've tried to watch The Godfather 50 times. I've never not fallen asleep.
I
It
hate
stinks.
it.
It fucking stinks.
And when I tell people, they get so mad, and then they're like, "You just haven't watched it," and I just love to.
That's what they say to me,
it's the
and I go,
I've
"It's not
tried.
like I haven't tried."
Yeah.
Yeah, Argo. Let's go Argo yourself for fucking.
Go fuck yourself.
No, but yeah, dude, that makes me want to throw up. I don't like any movie that the timing is like the stressor.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is about to happen, and it's like
That's
oh.
like every movie.
I was gonna
No,
say,
it's not.
like is the bomb gonna go off?
Yeah,
or is,
yeah, and it's like click, click back, and it's like, shut up. This was a fucking real thing. Did you have spycraft back then? Were you timing it back then? There's different ways to make the movie suspenseful without doing like 7 seconds before the people are coming. Fuck out of here, bro. It's not every movie that does that.
No, it's not that you don't like Argo. You fucking actively hate
Oh,
Argo.
I hate Argo.
You got a beef
I
with
hate Argo. And let me tell you this. I watched the documentary about that, like that recently came out. You know, like
like the real story.
the real story. I was like, holy shit. And I was like, damn, it's like super similar to the movie. I was like, did I fuck up? And I watched the movie again. I was like, no, I definitely didn't fuck. This movie fucking stinks, bro.
Cheeks, dude.
Did he win the
Best picture.
No, best
I think he
picture.
won. Yeah.
Best picture.
That was. I remember
Yeah.
saying like. That's a bit much. Like that was a like a regular movie. You don't win Best Picture for just like
No, dude, I watch Argo fairly regularly. They say spycraft
Best
in it.
Picture.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Based on
yeah,
like,
bro.
like-
Look at
like-
Feitelberg getting all uncomfortable now because I talk shit about Argo, bro.
I think the only one
That's a regular movie. Like,
Nah,
it's a
dude.
good movie, but you know what I mean when I say regular. Like it's not one of these Best Picture.
Yeah, it's like the
hoity-toity
Godfather,
things.
bro.
But that's what you want.
Yes, but I'm saying yes. So I get what you're saying, but I think it's silly that like why the Academy all of a sudden give him a fucking award for that shit. I should be saying I like Argo, not the Academy.
I think the only one in contention that year, aside from that, was the Hurt Locker. I think Hurt Locker won Best Director.
Yeah,
but she won. She won Best Director.
Also a dumb movie.
Hurt Locker, I don't care. Hurt Locker's fine.
Hurt Locker and Argo are the same thing.
I believe so. I think Ben Affleck. It's James Cameron's ex-wife is the director of Hurt Locker.
I thought Hurt Locker was a long time ago.
And I think she won her Best Director then.
And I'll say it's a dumb movie, having never seen that movie, but I just know that shit probably stinks. Like, that shit.
What is your favorite movie? I'm assuming Goodfellas.
I mean, I think top three like Goodfellas, Big Lebowski.
You got a Big Lebowski vibe.
Like that. It's just it's just.
I watched it for the first time like 3 days ago.
Oh, really? Wow. It doesn't hit you the first time, bro. It
you
does
like
not hit you the first time.
Oh, it hit.
Just
I was gonna say, I
really?
think
It hit you?
yeah. It's so good.
It is.
I remember you
Love
saying
it.
that recently, and I remember being like, you gotta watch it.
I watched on the flight home from Rome.
I mean, it is.
It's unreal.
It's epic.
It's,
dude.
yeah, I'd
And then
seen
when
it
you
like
start-
in a
it's
hockey camp when I was a kid.
Yeah, but you
and,
don't.
like, didn't really sit down and watch it.
When you when there's Easter eggs like a motherfucker.
Oh,
that
bro,
are,
you
like-
can watch that movie 1,000 times and go back and be like, oh, I didn't.
Yeah, really, really cool shit. Like Donnie always talks like this, and Walter never
Oh, I remember
does that.
I noticed like every time Donnie talks, I say, "Shut the fuck up, Donnie."
Yeah, but
Well, you know,
there's-
my favorite that I just watched from that I never really noticed is when he's reading the kidnap letter and he's smoking the joint. Fucking Lebowski, the real Lebowski, is giving a monologue speech, and he's reading a letter that's like 4 sentences long, but he's reading it, and it takes him like 3 minutes. But the background speech is a It's like this like Oscar winning, and I just never like put 2 and 2 together, bro. It's so funny, like just these little things, bro.
And that's the Coen brothers too,
yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah,
the Coen brothers.
yeah.
And there's not a wasted line.
Yeah.
Every line is important
It
in
is.
that movie.
It was like again, like you're saying it didn't hit first time. Like I'm excited for the second time then because the first time I was like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's so good to hear. That's really good to hear.
That is a movie.
I mean, right out the gates, obviously you're not a bowler, or obviously you're not a golfer, and he's got the bowl. It's just
Oh
like,
yeah.
When I first watched it, I was like, oh, but then now it's like, oh, that's fucking or the hammering of the nails inside, and then the door just swings open the other. It's just the best, bro.
It really is.
Yeah.
If you told me that that's your favorite movie or the funniest movie of all time, no beef there.
Yeah, there's no beef,
there.
bro. I'm a
Yeah.
movie guy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Argo sucks. Ben Affleck, I'll say this, bro. Fucking that Reindeer
Games
is a much better movie than Argo, bro. Reindeer Games, phenomenal, bro.
I've never seen Reindeer Games.
Oh, it's
I wanted
great.
to, and
Makes fun of it himself.
I'm sure I'd love it.
It's in Jay and Silent Bob when he's like, friends don't let friends make Friends Don't Let Friends do reindeer games.
Oh,
Matt
yeah.
Damon says it to
Yeah.
him. Being like, the movie
Yeah,
fucking
it's
sucked.
great. It's a great movie,
Dude,
bro. Fuck Spycraft. Matt Damon's in your facecraft, bro. He doesn't need to spy. Yeah, he's good.
So
Speaking of Matt Damon, I just watched. I've been doing a lot of like 90s thrillers recently. I said that it's a genre that doesn't really exist anymore. Where like there's a lot of the threat of violence, but there's not much actual violence. It's not an action movie.
I'm trying to think what you're referencing.
Like
Matt
a
Damon
Heat?
in the 90s?
Like a
the
Heat?
Rainmaker, which isn't. That's more of a like a suspense.
What's that
But he's a lawyer suing like an insurance company.
Yeah.
Like suspense. The genre of suspense, I don't think exists anymore.
Yeah. I love
like
that.
A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men. I did A Pelican Brief.
Yeah.
I did
Ooh.
Primal Fear.
Ooh.
The
Damn, you're going hard.
yeah, dude.
Did you do?
Firm.
What's the one
Haven't
when
seen
they're
Firm.
sweaty with?
Time to Kill.
Yes.
Time to Kill. Exactly.
one.
Yeah.
That's so
That-
great that you fucking called it from immediately me saying they're sweaty. They're so sweaty. Dude, they are so sweaty. Such a good movie,
Son,
bro.
That was pretty
That's dude, that's
a lot
a
of
movie
movie
buff
people are
right there. What's the one they're
Kill.
sweaty? Time to Kill. That's so good.
Bro, there's so many other ways, like, you know,
Yeah.
what's the one in the South with the
Yeah,
KKK,
what about the civil rights?
racism,
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson, you just said sweaty. Time to kill.
I think it's a pull quote on the cover of the VHS. God, these guys are sweaty.
So both me and my girl watching that, and we're like, God damn. You want to take a break? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, you know what it is? Those are all, it's like John Grisham made all those movies.
Yes,
we're talking
yes,
about.
yes,
It's all,
exactly.
The Fugitive, all that shit is
Yeah.
his, where it's
Fugitive's even a little more actiony than I'm talking about. Like, you think again. Oh, what did I watch? The one with Clint Eastwood when he's like an old Secret Service guy. That one, In the Line of Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing. Like there's action in the background,
Is
kind
Clint
of.
Eastwood still alive?
Yeah. Yeah.
Still kicking.
Yeah, because those are like movies, like especially how America does. Like, they're not making people aren't going to see those in the theater, so they're not making
Right.
those types of shit.
They're great.
That like those like those good storyboarded
Dude,
movies.
I swear to God, it's the same thing as the algorithm. When people tell me that the algorithm is feeding me what I want, like, it's got to start somewhere, though. So, like, there's sometimes, like, I watch a video, more so Twitter. I'm getting fed this crazy right-wing wacko shit. And every time it pops on my shit, and I'm like, fuck this. But then I've watched it. And then I'm getting fed more of it. But I never wanted it in the first place.
No, but you do.
I do.
You fucking do.
Maybe
bro.
they know me better.
Don't ever say the algorithm is feeding me something I don't want. You look like a fucking psychopath. The algorithm knows, okay? So anytime I see like someone post like, why is the algorithm feeding me gay singles near my area?
You know what
It's
it fed
like,
me the other day?
dog.
Did you ever hear of, what was it called? The Los Angeles,
Yeah.
it had a fucking name. Bro, in 1982 it was, I think, they found a, like on the docks, like a big storage container, one of those big like rectangle barge storage containers. They opened it up, and there was 17,000 dead babies in a fucking storage locker.
Dude, I'm so glad you brought that up. Immediately after a big laugh. To just fucking,
Bro,
absolutely.
You're like gay singles in here. Kind of like speaking of gay singles.
Yeah, dead babies, bro. That like what he did with the sweaty, you did the opposite. Like he perfectly, you fucking went left. Dead baby. Okay,
That was in my Twitter though. I'm like, why am I getting 17,000 dead babies? And it's a real thing. We
and
looked
you
it
clicked
up.
on the article.
I watched the whole fucking
You watched
thing,
the
but
whole
then I
thing.
was like, "Fuck!" Now I'm gonna get more of this shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think the same thing when they're like, the comedy movies are like gone. People don't watch those anymore. Like what you just said, like that type of writing. Like I think people like that shit. I think someone's got to fucking just make them again.
Yeah.
It's like the circular thing.
Yeah, I mean, like
they're
the
saying
po-
you don't
it's-
watch it because we don't make it, and we're like, we'll fucking watch them if you make it.
Yeah, yeah. I think like whatever's popular though, like, yeah. I mean,
But
yeah.
like the Marvel movies are objectively
You'll get
starting
'em.
to suck.
You'll
you
get
know?
yeah. Those things
Like
fucking
that's
are
had its
trash.
moment. It's still when the Avengers, Spider-Man, X-Men, they do their thing, people will watch. When it's the fucking Green Lantern, no one's gonna give a fuck. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
dead
bad.
that and go make some funny movies.
I
and
think
shit.
the you'll find it. You'll find it on the streamings. You know,
Yeah,
like you'll
yeah.
find little Cuddy movies. I think a lot of things that I've been doing now is like, you got to look outside of America to find these good movies, bro. Like, for real. And I don't want to be that guy that's like, I watch foreign films now. But like, bro, I watch foreign films now, bro. And, you know, like Korean,
after your Ryder Cup take and now this, you sound very anti-American.
Bro, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. Go Europe and Korea makes the best movies.
They
like,
on a hot streak.
They're on a fucking, and I'm going back to like all these directors and they make the movies that you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah, bro. The movies that like don't end in the fucking, the good guy gets the like, and it's a whole different. It's a whole different culture that I noticed of our culture being vengeance is winning, whereas their culture is if you give vengeance, nobody wins. And it's weird. It's cool to watch that other angle of how you view life because we don't make movies like that.
That's interesting.
Motherfucking Keanu Reeves kills every single buddy in his way that killed his dog, and he goes like this afterwards. He's Jesus Christ. You know? But you know, Korea, that were to happen, you kill every single person. Well, you actually ended up killing your family member. Like, it's like a mind fuck.
Some shit like that.
Some shit like that. Like,
I get that.
Oh, I got the girl, but I ended up fucking the girl, and that's my sister. Right. I swear to God, bro. You're like,
it's very. It was Squid Games was that way, kind of. And Parasite had some weird shit to it.
Parasite had that.
Yeah, where it's like you think you're getting what you want, but
you're really
actually, not.
We were talking about that. I was talking about that with Trent the other day. Where like some of my favorite movies are just like it's just a good. Like there is nothing spectacular about it. It's just a good story. It's just like a story.
It's like Banshees.
Like you'd be it's Banshees. Dude, Banshees is the fucking
Banshees,
shit.
bro. What's the one he did before Banshees? It's like one of my favorite movies ever.
In Bruges.
Yeah. Bro, it's just about like guys and their like family shit and life happening. It's just, you know.
7 Psychopaths.
So good, bro.
Dude, I just watched that for the first time recently.
Yeah.
And
because you've been stuck watching fucking Argo and shit, bro. You're fucking up, dog. You're sitting there going like, oh, bro, Argo's so cool, bro. They got out of the fucking country at the right time. When you're missing these good movies like in Bruges and Seven Psychopaths.
Do you like Ben Affleck?
I love Ben Affleck.
Okay. Love Ben Affleck.
Okay.
Dog, I love Ben Affleck.
I wasn't sure if it was an Affleck thing.
I
love reindeer games, bro.
right.
Dude, Goodwill Hunting is phenomenal.
Dude, Ben Affleck is particularly cool, though.
If I could hang out with one celebrity, I think it would be Ben Affleck.
He might be up there, dude. Those pictures of him smoking cigs, like looking all stressed out, and the Dunkin' Donuts, and my favorite one when he put J-Lo in the car.
Yeah.
And he walks around the car and slams her door. I was like, yo, that is every dude. He just does it with J-Lo.
I liked when he yelled at the Spanish TMZ workers in Spanish.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, vamos. And you're like, God damn, this fool really sending it, huh?
That dude is the man.
He even like when he like the selling out stuff's awesome. When he had that commercial.
What was that?
It's not selling out, but I mean it's a commercial for Duncan that he does now, where it's like him and Ice Spice. Dude,
I haven't seen this.
It's him and Ice Spice, and like he hams up his Boston accent. He's like, maybe we do like a rap or something, and he's just like, I like Dunkin' Munchkins. Now you go.
Sounds great, bro. And most people that
cash
like
the check, dude.
Bro, I love Ben Affleck, dude. You know why? Because he's self-aware too. Like he's done movies where he's been self-aware.
Yes.
Dogma.
Yeah.
Drink. I got an idea. Collabs like they do, right? I spit bars with you. We'll call
bars.
Here I am. I'm with Duncan.
I can see, I'm sure Ben Affleck is like that's just kind of his ace up his sleeve. He's like, I'll just do the Boston accent and they'll love it.
Yeah.
I mean, like everyone, I'll say cause and people will go nuts.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah, and he cashed out with his fucking movie making money laundering scam that he started 20 years. What is it? Greenlight Pictures or whatever.
Yeah, that's one of the fakest shits ever.
Oh yeah.
I do really appreciate that those guys.
Wait, why is that fake?
They.
Why is that fake?
Yeah.
They straight up stole what's it called, right? Good Will Hunting.
Yeah.
They just like jacked that. Like, they were like, why is Ben Affleck and Matt Damon never written another thing ever again? And it's like, because we didn't.
Yeah, and also it's like a movie foundation. Those are real?
Whatever you guys are saying doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
But, by the way, when they rewrote something, it's like they say it's like one of the best movies. I haven't seen it yet.
What? Yeah, that's the
that
thing. Right?
night
They finally got
movie.
back together.
Yeah, the people were like it wasn't a movie that like the masses would like, but I think people who saw it and liked movies.
What movie?
That. It's them. It's Adam Driver. It's
phenomenal guy.
It's some fucking French. It's like something about like the French Revolution or some shit like that. They're knights.
Oh, I did watch that.
Yeah,
that movie.
That movie. Yeah, that shit was a Godfather to me, bro.
Yeah,
really?
But
Yeah.
it was.
I should.
There was some fucked up revenge shit in that. It was like I think it was like you have to like he fucked my girl and now you have to kill her or some shit like that. It was like some wild shit. I watched it. It was a snooze, but I could see where people are like, this is a masterpiece. But for regular people, it's like, fuck that. It's like Argo.
Yeah, give me Avengers. Give me Avengers Endgamer-ist or whatever. I've never seen one of those movies.
You never seen any of the
No,
Marvel?
No.
That's a little crazy.
No, I saw
that almost starts to border on you're doing it on purpose.
No,
to be
but
an
I
asshole.
saw the fucking what's the Wolverine? The last one I watched was the Wolverine one that was supposed to be like Logan.
Yeah.
And that shit was so bad, bro. And that was the one that my boys brought me. Like, you're gonna like this one, bro. It's
that one
gritty.
did. They talked about it.
It's gritty. Yuck.
Yeah.
Yuck, Logan. Bro, you can't. Your name can't be Logan, bro. And like, I believe that you're some fucking man with Logan, who's your fucking sidekick, Bryson. Fuck out of here, bro.
Dude, Logan. I guess Logan has become that kind of name, but like when I was growing up, my best friend's middle name was Logan. And I thought it was the sick. I was like, dude, why don't you go by fucking Logan?
Yeah, Logan Roy,
Logan's
bro. Logan
tight.
Roy is one of the fucking biggest gangsters ever on TV, and then you got Logan the Wolverine.
What show?
Succession.
Oh yeah, it's another one that doesn't. Dude, I hate shit. My bad, bro.
No, Succession doesn't do
hater, though.
Dude, fucking Succession is another
dude,
one.
Succession's one where like people are like it is the greatest.
That's great.
It's like it's. I watched like a season and a half, 2 seasons of it, and like. I liked it. It was fine. It was whatever. But like, but people are like, it's the greatest show. It is
very
so
good, but
funny.
it's
Like, it's not funny. What are you talking about? This isn't a funny show.
Also, you know how it's all bullshit. They were saying that on like season 2. It was like the story's not even close to done yet.
Yeah.
So how the fuck are you talking about it's up there with Sopranos and Breaking Bad and all that shit? It's like,
bro, anybody says anything's up there with Sopranos can catch hands.
Yeah.
doesn't
watch TV, bro.
Bro, I hate Sopranos.
Oh, dog.
But you
hold on,
you got it. It's the same shit as The Godfather, bro.
No, I do. No. It ain't the same shit as The Godfather.
I shouldn't say I hate The Sopranos. First of all, I don't like Italians. Because the mob shit really just doesn't do it for me.
Fair.
A lot of people just see the mob and they're just like, the mafia is so good. I'm like, I get it, whatever.
Fair.
So that turns you up a little bit.
And if you've watched The Sopranos, you will realize how much they make fun of Italians.
That's true.
Like,
That is
you
true.
have to really watch it.
Yeah.
They are so tongue-in-cheek, and you have to be, the first time you watch it, like Big Lebowski, you don't really pick up on it. When you go back, they'll say something, and then the next scene, they are just absolutely tearing it down.
Yeah.
And you think that they're trying to make it cool. They're just making fun of it. Like, it's so good.
I don't doubt that it's like, I don't ever say it's poorly made or it's like shit. I don't like it. I also I don't like The Sopranos or The Wire, and people go nuts.
Yeah. Well, now if you say that, like, I'm back with you, Feitel. Like, I'll watch Argo again. You know what? And maybe if Godfather is good, bro. You don't like The Sopranos or The Wire?
The Wire.
What's your favorite TV show?
Like Breaking Bad is probably up there.
Yeah, that's trash, bro. Like, Breaking Bad is good, but they are just jumping the shark.
Wire. When people like,
what'd you like better, Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul?
There's. Breaking Bad is my answer. There are parts of Better Call Saul where it got cooking, and then there are parts of Better Call Saul that I think is like unwatchable.
Yeah, and that's fair.
Dude, I saw.
Totally wrong.
Better Call Saul became a thing for people to say it's better than the original, and it's just not. It's just not. It's not, dude. It's not.
I saw a tweet about Better Call Saul that I thought perfectly encapsulated. Just to be clear, by the way, The Sopranos, I was like Kevin for a while. I think it's
sold out.
There was just too many Italian. There's too much. There was like a run of just like it's mob, and I didn't watch. Obviously,
well, it got sold as that. That's the thing. Is it got sold as this like Goodfellas show?
Yeah,
Right.
it's not.
And then when I watched it, like within 2 episodes, I was like, all right, never mind. This is fucking fire. fire.
It's about
But-
therapy, and it's about the American dream.
Yeah.
And it's about how off people fit into that. And once you kind of like get that and realize it's really just about the American family.
And that I actually respect more. The Wire to me is like, it's fucking the drug game and all that shit.
Yeah.
When everybody just agrees that season 2 on the docks is like unwatchable, but I have to power through that, I just don't do that. I'm not gonna watch 10 hours.
Yeah,
of
it's not that
season.
good. I'm not a big season 2 guy of The
And it's
Wire,
like,
but it gets
that's-
so much
There's only
better.
4 seasons, bro.
Well, The Wire got fucked. Like The Wire should have been 6 or 7 seasons,
with
but
the
nobody
writers.
was watching it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
everyone was watching Sopranos.
Yeah.
So they had to wrap it up. That last season is a bullshit last season.
So 2 of the 4 are bad.
What's that?
2 of the 4 seasons are
No,
bad.
season 2 ain't bad, bro. You know,
I didn't get through season 2. I was trying to do one of my pandemic shows.
season
And
3 and 4 are really good.
And I
bro.
was like, I'm just gonna bail on this.
Yeah, it's fair.
But for Better Call Saul, I saw a tweet the other day where like someone was using it as like this is how good Better Call Saul is, and I was like, that's proof how. And I thought Better Call Saul was fine. I whatever, kind of like you, but it was like I accidentally hit the remote and paused Better Call Saul, and it was in Bob Odenkirk was sitting in a chair when it happened, and I watched it for 3 minutes thinking it was a brilliant character study piece before realizing I had just paused it. And I was like, well, then you're just like going in being like, no matter what happens, it's great.
It's just a still.
I like that guy. That guy's fucking right, bro.
No, fuck that guy.
Better Call
That is
Saul.
the worst kind of guy.
Dude, Breaking Bad is the Marvel's endgame
No.
of fucking TV, bro.
No, but Better Call Saul is trying to make Breaking Bad even into like a more theatrical thing when it doesn't need to. Bro, the fucking tinfoil blanket because he's allergic to electricity. What the fuck?
Oh my
that shit
God.
sucked dick.
What? But then, as he's walking through, this is how dumb your ass is. This is how fucking dumb your ass is. This is how I know you don't watch TV.
No,
that
you're one of those
blanket.
TV snobs.
What
I know
about
exactly
what
who
about
you
the
are.
fucking scene where the guy's walking through the fucking desert with $2 million of just sweat and tears, and he almost died. And what is he wearing? That fucking blanket that his dead brother, used to wear, and he's now wearing it to cover himself,
does nothing for
to
me.
shade his wrongdoings through the desert.
That does nothing for me, bro.
Yeah, you didn't even pick up on that shit, bro. You're like, oh,
I don't know the scene you're talking about. and I wouldn't-
Exactly, bro.
Actually, that does sound heavy-handed to me.
It's
I probably would have been like, oh, because it's a fucking tinfoil blanket.
Yeah,
It's the
bro.
least subtle thing of all time.
Dude, it's so good. I like Breaking Bad. I'm not saying Breaking Bad is a bad show. I just felt like it was a little too TV-ish for me. Like things like Argo-ish. Like things were kind of like put into place and timing. There's too many
Some of the
timing.
science shit that he
There's
does.
too many. Not even the science was cool because I think it held up. The timing shit of like I'm getting back to the house, but the cops are coming.
You got
that
with
shit.
timing. You
Yeah.
just don't like.
I don't
you
like that
timing.
shit, bro. There's
Dude.
none of that in Sopranos.
You know what? I just like as I was waiting in line getting lunch just now, I read a tweet from like Variety or something like that about Vince Gilligan's new show, and it's got nothing to do with Better Call Saul. It's got nothing to do with Breaking Bad. There's no crossover, no nothing. He hopes people don't think that, but it's set in Albuquerque.
I think
I was
that's
like,
that's
well,
his
then
thing,
don't
though.
set it in Albuquerque.
His other show.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that, I mean,
That's
we're gonna make it
ridiculous.
exactly.
He's like, I
that.
hope people don't think they exist in the same universe.
That's so-
Why is it in the same town, man?
And it's not like L.A., bro.
Yeah.
It's Albuquerque.
Yeah.
That I think is his whole jam is like I think the Mexican border type area because the other show that actually came before Breaking Bad, but then once he got on Breaking Bad, they were like, let's greenlight his old shit. Was also like a cops on the border of Mexico sort of thing. So that's like maybe his.
But this is
True
no. This is
Detective Pizzolatto
there's no
thing.
violence. There's no action. There's no. It's about like I'm gonna pull it up. It's like about family. And it's just like
I'll watch it, bro. Like I was a big fan of the Breaking Bad movie. I know a lot of people didn't like that. I
El
like
Camino?
that. What's up?
El Camino.
Yeah, it was so good. And that shit was like there was no, like I said, like no, it was just like that development of character. Where are we seeing these
What do you
guys?
like? True Detective. You in True Detective? fan?
Season 1 is like the fucking one of the best shows
What about
ever,
season
bro.
2?
Season 2, I have to. That was a little.
That shit stunk, dude. That shit
Yeah,
stunk.
that shit was
You
bad.
know
bro.
what that was?
As a Ben Affleck fan, that shit sucked, bro.
Yo, that was like that dude spent his whole life writing season 1, And then they were like, "Cool, do it again in 10 months because we got to go to season 2."
Well, then they
And that
lost the
shit stuck.
director.
Yeah, and the
Well, I think it was
Japanese guy, right?
the Korean guy.
Yeah.
Was he Korean or Japanese?
Whatever.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
his shots and that.
He was the one who did that long tracking shot. The
bro,
7 minutes.
that shit
yeah.
was crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
and I think Nick Pizzolatto was cocky about it. It was like, I can do it. We don't need him. And it was like,
Bullshit.
Wrong.
Bullshit.
That was some Brady Belichick shit, and you picked wrong, dude.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, just
that
because
dude's
Garoppolo
Brady.
looks like Brady, don't mean he gonna be Brady.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Where are you originally from?
Born in Jersey, grew up outside Philadelphia, but moved to the Bay Area, California, when I was like about to go to high school.
Okay.
So
is
got
that like
You got a
home
little
for
bit
you,
of
though?
both.
a little bit.
That
I
actually
say
makes. If I would have had to like guess,
Yeah.
it would be that.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like, I say like I smoke weed, but like it gets me angry. You know, like I have like a little both flavors. You know.
Are you a Philly sports fan?
No, I'm kind of like bandwagon all over the place. Like I'm a Steelers fan because my pop's from Pittsburgh. Giants fan because we moved and Barry moved like right when we moved from the Pirates to the Giants, and then we just would go to Giants games. And then for like basketball,
That's actually kind of cool. If you moved to
and
San
Barry
Francisco,
moved,
so did
bro.
he.
Like I was
Yeah,
a
it's
big
like-
Barry and Larkin fan. Like but then he moved and
Dude,
then,
being I've never actually put myself in the shoes of being a Barry Bonds fan.
Yeah.
Must have been awesome.
oh dude,
Like
Bonds?
2004, watching Barry Bonds just be like, he's gonna hit a home run every time.
Oh, bro.
Like if the ball's over the plate, he's gonna
The
hit a home run.
Giants, like being a Giants fan from my era, like when I came up, like, bro, we had like dope shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like I sat at Tin Lincecum's no hitter,
He-
showed up late to it. I had tickets to Matt Cain's perfect game, and I forgot about it, and I watched it from work. Realized I had tickets 7th inning. Was like, motherfucker,
Bro, my dad did
way.
exactly that. Where
What?
we had tickets to, we were watching Lester's. And my dad against the Royals, and my dad had season tickets to the Sox, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Wait, who I get the tickets to
Yeah.
tonight?" And he gets up, goes to his room, just comes back, and he's holding them.
As you're watching the perfect game going,
That's brutal, man.
motherfucker.
Dude, those Barry Bonds stats are like my favorite thing in sports. where
Yeah,
it's
man,
like,
it's a travesty. I think it's a travesty that he's not in the Hall of Fame.
yeah,
bro.
but also fuck the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean?
I mean,
like-
for us, but for them, bro, that's what they fucking. They
If I was Barry Bonds, I would be on an anti Hall of Fame campaign. I'd be like, I'm going to start my own fucking club. And I'm the
Yeah.
only one.
But
in
you
it.
like
I'm the
it.
goat.
But you know
I
what's
think it
gonna
just
happen?
hurts.
When it's gonna be it's the stupidest thing we do in this life is that like when one of the first juice head guys dies, they're gonna be like, we now we gotta put him in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like why we
Why
do
wait till
that?
he's
Why
fucking
we
dead?
You
wait
think
till
that'll
people die
happen?
to do that?
You
is-
think that'll happen?
I think at some point you're gonna have to put steroid people in the Hall of Fame. It's gonna have to happen.
It doesn't-
They've talked about the
yeah.
other wing. They've talked about like acknowledging
As
whatever.
time goes on, too, people
it's like
who are
the
less affected by it are going to be like, how bad was it, really? You
as-
know what I mean?
and
and
as-
it's
but-
such a virtue signaling stance to take. Like, oh, we're not letting these certain guys in, but all these guys that we just don't have any proof we're gonna let. It's so
Yeah.
like
You know what they should have done? If Barry Bonds, I mean, it's probably on account of the steroids because they're like fucking, juice head rage monkeys. But if there was a guy from that era that was like, the league was like pushing this on us, like we had to keep up. You know what I mean? Like it was like the most toxic fucking league, and in order to try to live
It's a
up
hostile
to the
work
standards and the
environment.
money,
It's
like,
a hostile work
I'm telling
environment.
you, and I think that's kind of bullshit. But there is for sure people in this era that would be like, yeah, it was not your fault. But instead, Barry Bonds has always been like, fuck you guys.
But like
So-
Sealy's in the Hall of Fame.
it is
Sealy-
it is real. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like I guess you could like lump it in with like, oh, it's just like one of those phony workplace. But like if you're at a job and the culture of the job is pushing you towards this way, and then later the job comes at you and is like, it's your fault. Motherfucker, I
Hell
worked
no, yeah.
for you.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you
Right.
talking
Right.
about?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
That
like
stance, I
they
think-
just gaslight Barry Bonds
Mm-hmm.
to like fucking be like, you're our guy. Never mind.
Right.
What the fuck is
They
that,
were cashing
bro?
those checks. They were loving the ratings.
The
they were
same thing with
cutting
Tiger
into every
Woods and the
at-bat.
PGA Tour.
Yeah, big time.
Where as soon as Tiger Woods gets in fucking trouble, the PGA Tour comes out and they're like, we just don't approve of his that. Shut
Bro,
the fuck
when I watched
up.
that special and I saw the press conference he gave when his wife, when he came out he was cheating, he
Yeah.
had to give a press conference about like his personal sex life behavior. I was like,
Are you fucking kidding me?
that would have been.
And
I
then
mean,
they have these white motherfuckers at the Masters giving a press conference without him
Yeah,
about
that's-
Tiger's actions.
Right.
these white cucks who have not let black people into their club are gonna now chastise him? Are
When
you
he's put, like, the
kidding
green
me?
jacket and Augusta
These
on
guys
a map,
own slaves, and you're getting mad at him for cheating on his wife. Get the fuck out of here,
The
bro.
cheating too is so funny too, where like it is like she, no matter for whatever reason, she did beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean,
and then they're like,
she's pretty gangster. I
and-
mean, whatever.
But then they're like, give me, and he's like, I'm so sorry, man. Like, you flip it, it's like, I was cheating on my husband. He beat the fucking piss out of me. I gotta get up there.
Oh, yeah,
and wear it
right,
and be like,
right.
I'm sorry, I'm at fault here.
Bro,
like,
could you imagine if she hit him with a golf club, like with a swing? She was
I mean,
hitting the
he
car,
was.
right?
She was
Like-
in the car, but like he had some marks on him, like he'd gotten hit before he got to the car.
Even
There's
if-
a reason he was running to the car and fucking hitting the gas.
Bro, if you get whacked with a fucking iron,
My favorite thing about
imagine
is
she killed him.
dude.
that'd be a crazy alternate reality. Elon fucking murdered
There is
him.
a reality where that happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
damn.
man.
My favorite is Norm talking about it, where he's making a joke, and he says like how many, like if you think about the Tiger Woods thing, like how many chances in your life us regular guys have to cheat with like a beautiful girl or something, maybe 6 or 7 times, right? And Tiger Woods is the most famous sports star. He could do it like probably every day he's getting offered, right? So he's turned down all these offers. If you think about it, that's like 0.0000028% of women he could have slept with. If you think about it, mathematically, he's the most
angel.
loyal husband to ever walk this earth. Like that was, dude, shout out Norm. It's
That's
so
a good joke,
funny.
but that's some facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah.
Fuck one Perkins waitress, and all of a sudden, you're a senior, dude.
He had to have been regretting the pee. He's like, if I didn't bring up the pee,
Yeah,
it
that
would've-
was tough. When he
I was doing the pee thing.
That was
What's her
Texas.
name?
Mm-hmm.
Well, was that Rachel? You could tell.
No,
That was
the
other one?
porn star.
Mm-hmm.
It was a
Oh,
porn
it
star.
was a porn star.
I forget her name.
When he was
but
like,
she
Doubt or no, I forget her name.
she caked in on that.
It was that. It was her. It was the Waffle House waitress.
Yeah. I know because I've seen the video where she was like, she was like, it's like she learned to throw a fastball. She's like, I'm just doing Tiger porn parodies now. I've watched a bunch of them. I'm like, they're not even trying to.
I
find
mean,
a guy that
when
looks
your
like Tiger.
viral thing hits, you just gotta go for it, bro.
who's your is Norm your guy in comedy?
In comedy, I think like my top 3 guys, like who I was mostly inspired by, would be like Chappelle, Patrice, and Burr. I think are like my top 3 guys that like when I was coming up, those were the guys that I watched that I was like, I want to do comedy like them.
Yeah.
Like Chappelle for the way he could just take you on a ride and have it be serious. Like he'll make the most astute point with the silliest punchline.
Dude, he has one. I just saw him live MSG like 2 weeks ago. I'm not gonna do it because but it's kind of it's about trans stuff. It is so goddamn funny.
Yeah.
It's like
when he first came back, he had that long joke about Bill Cosby
Mm-hmm.
where he lays out everything that happened in history, and then the punchline is like, and during that whole time, Bill Cosby was raping bitches. But it's like the history is interesting.
Yeah.
He delivers it well.
Yeah.
It's so long without a laugh, and he stays confident
that's
the whole time.
That's what I love.
Because he knows it's
he's
gonna
in the
murder
pocket.
end.
He's gonna make you think, and you're gonna go like, oh, and then you're gonna
And
laugh
you're
at
gonna
something
howl.
stupid, and you're gonna be upset.
Yeah.
The Bird
whole
Revelations.
time he's raping girls.
Yeah, the
And
Bird
it's-
Revelations. He's talking about the guy that accused Kevin Spacey of molesting him, and he was like, can you fucking believe like these guys knew who they were, and he had to hold on to a secret for this long. Like the pain this kid must have go through, a child holding on to this dirty secret. And if he would have just held on to it for 5 more months, I would have known how House of Cards ends. And like, it's just like the way you're like, yeah, and then he just flips it. And then Burr for like Burr for the way he can change your opinion, his delivery. Like
He's been quiet for a while, no?
I don't think he's been quiet. Like I think he's putting out specials.
Has he?
And then Patrice for. He's real, bro. Like you watch him on stage and it's not an act. Like
You think he would have? You think he would be like a superstar if he lived?
I don't know.
I wonder because I also feel like if he made it to this era, he would have been.
I mean,
you know,
you would. I
catching
always
strays
love to
left and
think.
right.
Yeah, I would always love to think like the material would be like epic. And right now, I think like he would just. I mean, even you watch clips of him 10 years ago, and he's like challenging free speech, which was like the huge
Yeah, he's
thing.
ahead of time a little bit.
He was
But
always
it is
ahead of
funny.
his time.
It is funny. A lot of people, you know, they revere him and they miss him and they talk so kindly, and then but they're also like, but he was a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I never
And
met him.
it's like-
I never met him.
And I think he did not make a ton of friends.
Yeah,
except for his friends, you know?
and I couldn't say that he would like me, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I think
He would
I
probably
fit the
clown
bill that
you.
he would clown me like immediately.
Yeah.
But you know, I grew up listening to him on the Opie and Anthony show and watching his specials. When I got into comedy, shortly after I got in, like he passed away. He was just like a big influence, and watching his sets and how he just maneuvers and can get off a punchline and resonate with old white people, young white, like everybody, like it just.
I can't imagine that era when like they talk about like the table at the comedy store at the comedy cellar when it's like it was him, Colin Quinn, and like
Kevin Harper,
and you're supposed to,
Norton.
and you have to like earn their respect. It's like,
Yeah,
oh my god, that's not happening easy, man. That's not.
It's
easy
funny
task.
because like I tour with Bert now a lot, and he's a big O&A stan as well, and like, you know, he's huge, bro. Like he's a fucking one of the biggest comics right now, but he's still like. It's kind of recent for him, it seems like.
Yeah.
And so he still is a fan of these older guys. We were doing a spot at he was doing a spot at the new club, Rogan's new club at Mothership, and Norton was in the green room, and both me and Bert are big O&A fans, and we would like send clips on the bus. And now Norton's in front of us. And like he's shooting me looks like, he's like oh fuck, and so we're
Meanwhile, he's
asking
fucking-
Norton about these fanned out questions,
Yeah.
like dude, what was it like when Patrice did this, or what was it like? And Patrice and Bert were friends, you know, so he tells me a lot of old stories.
I remember when we first interviewed Burr. I was probably the most nervous I've ever been for anything.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I remember
because his
it was either
interviews,
the first or like second time, I think I was wearing the Witherspoons sneakers, you know, those yellow and purple and shit, like wild shoes. And I remember being like, fuck, I should have just wore like white sneakers. And sure enough, he was like, what the fuck are you wearing on your feet?
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
they're
if
actually,
Burr came
they're
in here-
actually cool, dude.
yeah, if Bert came in here, he would have called out your pink eye like fucking immediately.
Brutal, dude.
But like me, I wait like an hour into the
Bro.
pod to be like,
called
don't
it
fart on your
yesterday.
pillow, bro. You know, like
I called it. I said yesterday was the ugliest day of my life. This is better than yesterday.
it was just a big sty or
Yeah,
what?
I started getting styes in my old age.
Why
I'm
are you
like, what the
stressing,
fuck?
bro?
Is that what it is? Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
You're stressing, bro. Just stop, relax,
Oh.
bro.
I didn't know that.
Dude, you guys
I'm gonna get styes forever.
Yeah, I
Bro.
think so, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah,
sty free guy.
That's,
Yeah, I've never had
that's-
one.
That
Never had
makes
one. Had pink
well,
eye,
bro.
but
You
never
know
had
what?
a sty.
I
They're like, is that a style? I was like, nah, I fucking eat ass.
Yo, there is something.
I have no cares in life.
There is something that feels a little like embarrassing. Like I'm like, oh, like I'm the gross kid. You know what I mean? But yo, I was like, oh, I only started getting these later in life. It's like I can track it right back to the date of divorce. How about that? That works out pretty well.
You don't know. You don't say.
Eyeballs are falling out of my fucking head.
Yeah, dude, Zoloft, bro.
Dude,
15
yeah.
milligrams, bro. You get it from Hims nowadays, bro. It's just
Yesterday,
fucking-
I was fucking. My skin was like gray.
Oh,
My hair was
God.
all fucked
Kev,
up. My
bro.
eye, and I mean, I declared it the ugliest day of my life. Do you think you could pinpoint the ugliest you've ever been?
Yeah.
It's kind of a fun thing to have.
Yeah,
like, to know on the record.
there's a picture of me in the pandemic where I'm a skinny guy, bro. But I was skinny, bro. Like I was doing nothing but taking Adderall and streaming Warzone like 12 hours a day. And we went to like the beach, and I was white as a ghost, and I was like 120 pounds, bro.
No way.
And I
For
just
real, $120?
Yeah, bro. I was.
You're tall too, right?
I'm like 150 now. 150, 160 is my fighting
Jesus.
weight.
No
You know?
shit. You were 40 pounds.
Bro, I was
You were a
like-
quarter of your weight
I
down.
was skinny, bro. I wasn't doing anything, bro. Like I was just fucking playing video games and taking fucking Adderall, bro.
Yeah.
And
And eat food.
fuck food, bro. I don't need that shit. Like what, dude?
I got blue
I got
light.
food stamps, but I ain't using it. Yeah.
Jesus.
I think that probably, and then like I saw a picture. I was like, okay, don't ever do that again. Like you can go outside once in a while.
Time to clean up a little bit.
Yeah.
You like pick your style well. That
Thank
makes
you.
sense.
Thank you.
We had a guy here many years back. He wanted to be on the road to 200 pounds. He wanted to bulk up, and he was drinking fucking gallons of milk, and he just ended up getting this fat cum belly. But we had told him every time, like, get some tats, fucking wear like some skinny jeans, get the right look, and you'll be you and be cool, and you don't have to put on fucking 60 pounds.
Yeah, like I always fantasize about getting fat. Like I would love to, like I would love that look of just like,
Why?
especially being a comedian, like just a little bigger.
Yeah.
And I don't like laying down and looking at my body and just seeing every bone in there. But like,
no matter what you eat or do,
dude,
you just stay skinny?
I don't eat a lot. I don't eat a lot, but I don't like put on pounds.
Dude, I had a buddy who would like he tried to put on weight. He was really skinny too, and like he would he'd eat dinner and then he'd have like one of those like meal replacement shakes, and then he would lay on the couch like in pain because his like metabolism was going so hot, and like he'd be like, "Come feel my stomach, come feel my stomach," and it would be like an engine running hot. Right? And like it was the guy's like, dude, I'm like, dude, just stop doing this to yourself, man. He's like, no, I gotta get bigger.
For what, bro? Like, bro, I don't need to get bigger. I'm not getting into fights. If I'm gonna get into a fight, I'm gonna hit you first, and you're not gonna see me after that, bro. Like, I'm gone, bro. Like, dude, I hate eating. If I could just eliminate eating, dude,
Done.
it's boring. It's boring.
We were talking about that.
What's my favorite food?
Yeah,
Like
just,
pizza
whatever.
and Mexican.
Yeah.
Like I'll eat rice and beans and empanadas and tacos and then like pasta and pizza. But other than that, like I hate.
Like if someone's like, "Yo, let's go to this,"
I don't
take you to
care.
this Michelin star restaurant.
I don't
the
care.
Chef, you're just like, "Fuck it."
No,
right?
and that's what sucks with touring with Bert is like his thing is
finest.
food.
Yeah.
He loves food.
Bro, that
I don't
Chinese
need
food that he ordered, I would say 10 times too much food.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
10x.
Oh, you should have seen us when we ordered. I think, was it the show? No. I thought it may have been the show in Amsterdam. Maybe this was in Australia. We had the guy order us sushi, our tour manager for that one night.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy brought back sushi for like maybe 3 people. And I was like, this Bert is going to be livid. And this dude I watched this all go down. The dude comes into Bert and Bert goes, do you think this is going to be enough? And the guy goes, sushi goes a long way. And I heard that, bro. I walked out of the room because I was like,
Bert's gonna kill
I
this
go,
guy.
first of all, sushi does not go a long way.
The opposite.
But you do not talk back to the machine about food. You're a fucking dunzo, bud. Bro, you should have seen the platter that came an hour later. Motherfucking the whole fucking country of Japan was on our fucking plate. It was crazy.
How did Bert just like see your shit and like you, or what's the
yeah, Bert. I actually did this thing called Clusterfest, which is Comedy Central put on this like festival years ago in San Francisco, and I was like one of the comics that they picked locally to do it. I got picked to do like his storytelling show. So I'd met him back in the day, and I had did his storytelling show. He had thought it was like really
how old
funny.
are you?
I'm 36.
Okay.
And so this was like this was like 4 years into comedy, bro. I started when I was like 25, 26. And I had worked with like Nikki Glazer. Nikki had posted me, and he had like messaged her. She had shown me like, oh, that dude's really funny. So I knew he had known about me.
Mm-hmm.
I did a set with Don't Tell Comedy. He had seen like one of the clips. He loved the joke. And then I had just started working with Levity. And my manager, Alex, I don't know how it worked, but I think he was looking for new openers. My manager suggested, hey, I got this guy. He goes, oh, I know that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then
a fucking like,
bro, I did
I
did the first dates with him. Like he was like, you want to do these dates? Yeah, sure. I show up at the arena in fucking Louisiana, and I'm early. They're not there yet, but I'm looking at the arena, and it's an arena, bro.
I always say I don't know how you guys do it, like,
Bro,
when you're
I don't
coming
know
up,
how.
when it's like I'm the most I've ever performed in front of is like 300, and now I
Yeah.
gotta perform in front of fucking 15,000.
I didn't think it was even gonna be filled, bro. I just saw the floor getting seats, and I was like, "Oh, the seats are gonna be." I've done shows like this, and then you walk out 5 minutes before, and it's like,
Holy shit!
I mean, we did the Garden in Boston.
Yeah.
I blacked
That
out.
was right
bro.
after Amsterdam, right?
That was right. Yeah,
That's
we
like,
flew back.
isn't
did
it
the
like
Bo-
it's like
did the
physically
Garden.
different to like
Yes.
like the audio? You got to tell your jokes different, walk around
Yeah,
different. Like,
not really. Like that you just
Figure that
fall.
out.
You kind of fall into place. I think you just know how to please the crowd. You know how to word it. It takes a couple of times, and still like
you can't really
it's-
do any crowd work or any of that kind of shit.
No,
right?
I do.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I like. I like pride myself is like a lot of people that'll watch me. They're like, bro, like how do you do crowd work? Like you're up there treating it like I'm not like just doing. What do you do for a living?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm still keeping it looser.
Yeah.
And there's big screens, so you're able to do that. Like it's not just like they can see you, and that's cool, bro. And you but you never really get used to it. Like I did the Garden. The night after we did like 10,000 in Bangor, Maine, that felt like 200 people to me.
Yeah.
And I was like
Right.
fucking walking that stage like it was a fucking open mic. But then like a month later you go back, I did Tampa, it was like 15K. I was like, where the fuck am I? don't know.
Yeah,
I
That's
don't know.
crazy.
Yeah.
bro.
But I love him, bro. I love Bert. He's one of my favorite people. Like he wasn't a person that I watched growing up like in comedy, but now he's like one of my favorite people. Because I've seen it from the inside out, and that dude is so underrated in stand-up comedy and life in general, bro.
Yeah.
You've met him.
Yeah.
He presents himself as this like bumbling idiot. The motherfucker's one of the smartest
Oh,
people in the
that's
game.
where when you get as big as he gets, you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people comparing and all that shit. And it's like, if some of the shit that those haters said were true, he would never even be remotely close to the success he is. It's like,
and I
how
see
do
the
you think you can tell this guy anything about anything? You know what I mean? Like,
it's just people.
yeah, it really is. I mean, we see it with Barstool too. It's like, shut
Oh,
the fuck
dog,
up.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you don't
I mean,
know what you're
you,
fucking talking
yeah,
about.
you get it all the fucking time at Barstool. But it's like, it's with Patrice. Which is my favorite thing that I go back to is what Patrice said. He says, I'd rather have the whole room hate me than 50% like me and 50% hate me, bro. Like,
I disagree with that. I'd like to be liked. And
Yeah.
if it's half and half, because I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get.
Did you get
everybody.
that? Did you get that Ralph Lauren job?
I did not get that Ralph Lauren job.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
what the fuck was that, man?
hey, I'm just
like only this guy got half people like him, half it.
yeah. You gotta not give a fuck, bro. You gotta be yourself.
I don't care. But like, if I had my druthers, if it was up to me, I'd rather just people like me. Like if you don't like me, it's not gonna like bother me. If you like say it to my face, I'm like, what the fuck was that all about? But if I like the knowledge that not everyone likes me doesn't bother me. But if you're like when people are like, I like to be hated, I don't like to be hated. I'd rather be liked.
Okay.
It's not gonna change my opinion or anything like that. But like,
You were a wrestling fan growing up at all?
to an extent, not like one of the big wrestling guys. Like
I mean,
Yeah,
but
like
same
playing
thing.
the
Same,
heel,
you gotta look at this content life like wrestling, bro. You need a baby face, you need a heel, and the people that are in between aren't surviving.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
if
do
you got
kinda
the
get
whole
that.
crowd fucking hating you,
Yeah.
you're only one little storyboard turn away from the whole crowd loving you.
But you can't. I think authenticity or being genuine is better than that. And like, I don't want to be the bad guy. Like, I'm not trying. I'm just like telling you what I think. And if you disagree, that's fine. But like, I'm not gonna like be like, you know what opinion will piss people off. I think it's different in like when you're doing comedy. First, like we're just talking.
Sure.
Yeah,
Right?
but
So, like, I'm not
like,
gonna give you a fake
I
opinion.
think
no, but I think it's more about like not letting it affect you as much as like I think it's disingenuous.
But
to be like,
people always say that. I hate that when people.
Well, I'll
say
say
that. Like-
this. I'll
like,
say
you
this.
gotta have thick skin. It affects you.
Well,
Like,
right.
it affects you.
but-
to authenticity, you can be the bad guy if you're authentic. If that's what your authenticity is telling you. And I'll say this, like in the world of golf, I'm the bad guy, and I think like my group of friends, like my podcast, Country Club Adjacent, is a bad guy to a lot of this old establishment
Yeah.
because we're presenting ourselves as like, hey, you can respect the cart girl, but still not tuck your shirt in, and it's okay.
Yeah.
But to the industry of golf, that's the bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy. They
Right.
all hate me.
Mhm.
They
That-
all
and
do
that-
not like us.
Mhm.
And I will wear that crown until the culture changes. And now, when it turns, now I'm the baby face.
That I agree with 100%.
Okay.
If it's what you genuinely think,
Yes,
but
yeah.
if you're like uncomfortable on the course, being like, "Fuck, I wish my shirt was tucked in,"
Yeah.
then don't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, if it,
Yeah.
I think just be who you are. Like, I hate because you can tell too when people are like they're just trying to be a dickhead.
Yeah,
Like,
100%,
that-
bro. That shit sucks. That's
that
non-authentic.
sucks. Yeah.
Right.
That shit where you're like trying to get a rise out of
Yeah.
people. That's gross, bro. That's
Well,
gross to me.
That's what I was trying to say. if it
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
clear, but,
gross.
yeah.
I don't want.
Yeah.
I'm not actively trying to
Yes.
be the bad guy.
Yeah, if I have a genuine opinion
Yeah.
and it pisses people off, I'll stick with it. I'll
Yeah.
be like, yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I'll-
Is- like, you know,
Bro, for 10 years, it was like, Fast and Furious is good. I'm like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I enjoy the fucking movie. What
Yeah.
I tell you?
Hey,
Right.
Too Fast, Too Furious, one of the best movies of our time, bro. Hey, pockets ain't empty, cuz. Yo, Ejectocito. Bro, like, and Godfather is a horrible movie, bro. You know what I'm
dude.
saying?
Like, I mean,
Like, you
these are
gotta
just
lean
facts.
into that
They're
shit.
just
That's facts. It's facts.
all right, bro. Well, how long has that hair been growing?
Years, bro. I had to do this because I'm so fucking handsome. And like in comedy, it just
It's
doesn't
great
work.
hair,
So
though.
you gotta.
I was just
Chicks
thinking
gotta
as I was
love
sitting
that
here, I was
hair.
like, damn, he's handsome. That's
Yeah.
with the hair, bro.
Yeah, nah, I appreciate that. Bro. Thank you.
Yo,
Wait, by the way, before we let you go, I want to do one more question about Trump. What, he was cool with like the raid stuff?
I'll say this. Eric Trump fucks with us tough, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out Eric Trump, bro. That's the homie.
You heard what's her name? Laura Trump's
Yeah.
No.
bro.
Eric
Eric
Trump's
Trump's wife.
She's
put out a
great too.
song.
She's great too.
She's upset that they're shadow banning her new song
Oh yeah.
on like Apple and Spotify. And
Oh,
stuff like
really?
that.
And
Yeah.
she's talking about like, you know, why it's happening is because like she's
It's anti-conservative stuff, right?
yeah.
Oh, it's anti-conservative
Yeah,
stuff.
like, so like she put out this new single and like they're like it's hard to it's shadow banned. It's hard to find on Apple.
Oh, she's rapping anti-conservatively, or the
No, she is.
Oh.
It's a new single she put out.
Bro, none of this is gonna matter when I fucking play it.
Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down.
She's just doing Tom Petty.
Can stand me up at the gates of
Tom Petty's dead.
It's just Tom Petty's fucking song.
Yeah.
It's like no one's putting it out because you just stole somebody's song, bitch. There's nothing to do with politics
crazy.
or shadow banning.
Bro,
you
that's
can't just steal songs.
Yeah, bro. And no one's listening to my new podcast called KFC Radio. I don't fucking understand it. I
Yo,
don't
so
get it.
what you think that there is a country club adjacent and foreplay collab potential?
I mean, bro.
I do know a lot of people tried to eat off them for a lot of
Oh,
a lot
yeah,
of shit, so
100%.
I know they have their guard up and
Yeah.
don't because there have been people who have just straight up used the brand and then
Yeah.
like
Well, hey,
fuck off, you know.
hey,
But
if you look at us, we don't really need help.
Yeah.
We're doing our own thing. We're doing pretty
yeah,
fucking good.
Yeah.
We're big fans of Foreplay, and you know, we've said some rigs. I'm sure there was some rigs fire, but who doesn't say some rigs fire? You know, like, come on, man. I'm a big Frankie Borelli fan. I've been a day one listener of the Foreplay pod, and we're only looking for a match because they're doing the same shit. They're doing YouTube matches. They're calling themselves the best scramble team in golf. And I'm here to say that's cap, bro. That is cap. You're looking at a homeless guy that can fucking eat Frankie Borelli up, bro.
Oh boy.
Eat Frank,
Oh,
and that
boy.
dude got a fucking club sponsorship. There's no like I'm trying to clout. We're not trying to get clout thirsty. It's a friendly match. We're in the same fucking world. We're doing the same thing, and we're fans. And we get a lot of messages saying challenge Foreplay to a match, and we're ready, bro. We're ready whenever they want, whatever they want. Their turf,
I would
their
love
rules.
to see that.
Their
No,
turf,
like,
their rules.
Just for the content, man.
I mean,
I don't
it
give a
would
fuck
be
about golf, but I just want to see all those personalities together.
Great content, bro. It would be great content, and that's all we're in it for, bro. Great content, and like these guys are kind of like the big brothers, and you know sometimes the big brothers got to look out for the little brothers in order for them not to seem like, hey man, we're the only ones doing it. You're not the only ones doing it, bro.
I think you,
You
and
know?
Frankie together would be.
Oh,
very
my
funny.
God.
I
Yeah.
think
I'm a big Frankie fan. I've been listening to
Dude,
Foreplay since day one.
When he gets
and
going, when he
I'm
comes
like,
on
this
this
guy's
show,
a comedian,
have you-
bro.
yo,
Dude, he's the
He's
funny
got
guy.
a comic brain.
I
bro.
have told him, I said, listen, you're on a magic carpet ride in the golf world. Like, obviously, don't fuck that up. But when he comes on this show,
Mhm.
I mean, it's like I'm crying.
He's got
my
a
stomach hurts
comedian's
from
brain.
laughing. Like
The way
his
he
brain
riffs.
and the way, like, when you get him going, if you tell him some shit, like, you know, there's more trees on the planet than there are fucking stars in the sky. And he's like, what? What do you mean? His brain starts to fry.
yeah.
Like, he is just so fucking
Yeah.
funny. I was like, it's the same thing. We got the Spit and Chicklets guy who do hockey, and they're
Yeah.
great at talking hockey. I'm like, you guys are better when you're talking about this shit.
Yeah,
you know?
and Frankie's that way. Like I've seen him on other shows, and like he just got that brain, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, like we're just better than them at golf. And we,
I'd actually like to see because I think you and Frankie would have fun. And I've never golfed with Riggs, but the stories I hear, I think Riggs would lose his fucking mind.
oh yeah, people that are good at golf play with us, and we're not going to talk in your backswing, but we are going to mentally fuck you. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks
Dude,
for having
thank
me
you
on,
very
bro.
much,
Appreciate
brother.
it.
It was a blast.
All right, big thanks for watching. If you made it through this whole episode, that means you should be subscribed. There's so many of you out there who watch and don't subscribe, so make sure you are a KFC Radio subscriber. Make sure you get all the content when it drops. Click that button now.
I have 9 fingers. I'm still subscribed. It's that easy.